Hello, 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 Barça fans. How are we doing? Who's ready for a very special night here on Barça Live at the Spotify Camp Nou? Very special, of course, because there are three very important points at stake. Face Almeria, match day 13. If we win, we go top of the table momentarily, pending what Real Madrid do on Monday against Rayo Vallecano. But special, of course, because as we learned on Thursday, tonight is the last game for our number 3 for Gerard Piqué at the Spotify Camp Nou, at his home, what has been his home in the last 15 years. One of the best centre-backs in our history says farewell to Spotify Camp Nou today, and we'll be here to show you all of the reactions, all of the coverage. I want lots of appreciation for Gerard Piqué today on the live chat, and I'm sure there'll be lots at the Spotify Camp Nou, where we have our pitchside reporter, Bruno Ballester. Gerard Piqué is in the lineup.
Yes, Robert, hello, good evening. One of the best centre-backs of Barca's history, and I will say of football's history at the same time. Incredible records for Gerard Piqué. It's going to be his last evening here at the Spotify Camp Nou, and yes, today in this starting lineup, it's the night of Gerard Piqué. But let's check first of all the lineup selected by Xavi Hernandez today, with Ter Stegen in goal, with Balde in the right back, with two centre-backs, Gerard Piqué, Marcos Alonso, Jordi Alba also in the left back. Midfield for Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri, and up front Lewandowski, Ferran Torres and Ousmane Dembele. There is a fantastic atmosphere at the Spotify Camp Nou. Gerard Piqué, of course, he's already here, also supported with all his family, his sons. There is an image on social media with the arrival of Gerard Piqué with his two sons, and well, all his family is going to be also here at the stadium, and all the fans during the week. I've heard from many people that was going to be off in the weekend, away, and in the end they are staying because they want to come to the Spotify Camp Nou, of course, to say goodbye to Gerard Piqué. It's going to be a really special evening.
Thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second for more news from the Spotify Camp Nou. It's going to be a special one. We expect a full house here. We have a lot to get through, so let's head over to the couches and we'll talk a little bit about Gerard Piqué and about this Barça Almeria. Right, Yati Vidal, Spencer Seagull. We thought this was going to be just another game in which Barca are fighting to get to the top of the table, but bam, on Thursday we all received that shocking news that Gerard Piqué announced that this is going to be his last game. I mean, you're never ready for this. And we didn't see it coming.
No, we didn't expect it. I remember I was running a women's football match, and then suddenly I opened Twitter and I see Gerard Piqué retires from football, and I thought it was just a fake account or something, and I went to Gerard Piqué Twitter, and then I saw that, but we didn't see it coming. But I think Gerard Piqué just stayed in what he said, I think it was 2 seasons ago, that in the moment I don't see I'm just giving my best to the team, I just will retire, and it's what he did. So being his best even in this moment.
Spencer caught you and I here in the office.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we were both here. I was getting ready for was it a EuroLeague match? No, it was Barça Femení. And the game was about to start in about 2 hours, and then all of a sudden there were maybe 5 people in the offices downstairs. And amongst those 5 people, the tone and the atmosphere inside, just you could even feel it change without hearing anything. And then that's when we said, okay, time to get to work. And you had to get to work to go do a Piqué send-off show on the Barça Catalan channel. And we had to get videos together because it caught us off guard.
It did. And I want the live chat, as I said before, to be full of appreciation and love and nostalgia, remembering the best moments of Gerard Piqué today. Send your best Piqué stories, your best Piqué memories. We'll read them out throughout the show. He's a player who's been with us for the last 15 years, and he's been a part of the most impressive wins, all the titles. His career is just outstanding, and today we want to remember it as well as celebrate a win. And today the lineup that Xavi Hernandez picked features Gerard Piqué. You can rate that lineup as well, going from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Let us know if you like that lineup for this game against Almeria. In the meantime, while those comments come in, we'll go back to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, talk to us a little bit about Almeria.
Yes, before giving Almeria's lineup, just to inform you that they've just played the canvas in the middle of the field. with sempre, the word always ending instead of with an E, with a number 3. So this canvas is already there on the field of the Spotify Camp Nou. It's going to be one of the lots of the actions that Piqué is going to receive here, this tribute at the Spotify Camp Nou. And yes, let's move on now to see Almeria's lineup today, starting with Fernando in goal, with the back 5 of Mendes, Kaiki, Eli, Chumi and Akieme. 2 defensive midfielders, Robertone and Samu Sainz. And attacking midfielder with Gonzalo Melero, who is absolutely on fire, and up front Ramazzani and Leo Baptistao. This is the starting lineup today for Almeria under the orders of Rubi, who has never won here at the Spotify Camp Nou, when he has been the manager of Espanyol, Real Betis and now Almeria. And we want to ask to the live chat today, of course, we are all focused on Gerard Piqué, and our question today, the first one of many ones that we're going to do about Piqué in the show, is what's your favorite thing about Gerard Piqué? Option number 1, leadership of Piqué, always in the field, off the field. Has always been a huge leader, Gerard Piqué. Culé since a kid. Option number 2 that we're going to give you. Yes, he feels the colors, he has growth in La Masia. Then he moved and he went to have some experience away, but then he came back and 14 seasons for the club, more than 600 appearances. Culé since a kid, Gerard Piqué. Or option number 3, the skills on the pitch. Of course, he's a defender, but also known as a fantastic player up front, scoring many goals, making history, and always as a good resource in the final minutes when things are not at their best as a number 9. So give us your answers. We're going to read you on the live chat. Your favorite thing about Gerard Piqué? Let's see. I see Mitchell M saying Culé since a kid, number 2. Banomen also, Culé since a kid. Eternal saying option number 1, the leadership. Red Flux also, Culé since a kid. Corner Sheriff saying also the leadership. Many options, number 2 basically, and also 1, so leadership. Culé since a kid, and also Oliver Peterson saying 1, 2 and 3. Yes, absolutely right. I mean, Piqué is an absolute legend, and today he's going to say goodbye here at the Spotify Camp Nou. I think it's going to be a really special evening, and he deserves all the support from the fans and from all the world of football. Only a unique centre-back, the one who's living the world of football today.
For me, out of those options that we gave, it has to be that he's a Culé since a kid. He is the kid who's born in the same year I was. I mean, I'm the same generation as Gerard Piqué. He is the kid who made his dreams come true.
Yeah, because he said it in that video, and he has said it many times. I didn't want to be a footballer. I wanted to be a Barça player. So imagine for a kid that has grown loving Barça, like not only playing for the first team, like winning what he has won. That is basically everything, and being like the leader of that Barça, participating in the best couple of the recent history of football with Carles Puyol and everything. So I think it's a mix of everything, but I think we don't have to forget the skills, because I remember in his prime we were talking about Beckenbauer. And I think he has been one of the best of the history at his position.
Spence?
Yeah, I see a career. I think for me, we all know about his skills on the pitch, and that can translate to attack and to defense, whatever he needed to do. And sometimes when that last goal he scored against Napoli last year, it looked like he was a striker, making plays. For me, it's the fact that he's been here since the beginning. 25 years with the club, I believe, is the number in total.
Yeah. He had a parentheses in between where he went to Manchester United and Zaragoza.
Right. So maybe it was like 7 or 8 years at La Masia, and then the 15 years after that, so maybe a little less. But regardless, it's when you love this club and you love La Masia because you know what they're capable of. That's when this all comes together, and only the luckiest and the most dedicated get to live as valiant of a career as he did, winning as many trophies as he did.
I see a lot of love coming in to Gerard Piqué. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Lots of love and appreciation for our number 3, for Gerard Piqué, playing his last game at Spotify Camp Nou today. But we do have to talk a little bit about the game, match day 13 against Almeria. Our colleague Marbrau talked to our assistant coach Sergio Alegre just a few minutes ago, so let's hear what he had to say.
Sí, com és habitual a la prèvia dels partits, ens atén avui.
As always, we're here talking to the assistant trainer. A very important game given Gerard Piqué's final game. So Xavi's put him in the starting lineup. Yes, this is one of a legend of the club leaving. He's helped us as a technical staff no end here this season as well, and we want to give him a good send-off. Do you see this as extra motivation for the team tonight in this game? The fact it's a special game? Well, we think that the boys are motivated as it is. They don't need any extra motivation. But Piqué has a great influence on the dressing room, so I'm sure that will have an effect. We'll just be hoping to get the 3 points. So the victory tonight would bring Barça back level with Madrid at the top. Yeah, but this is a 38-game league, and it's a very long season. And to win this title, you're going to have to pick up points constantly. Every game is important in that respect. Looks like Ruby is going with 5 in defense. Do you think it's one of those games where we're going to need a lot of patience to break through, break them down? Yeah. As always, when you've got an opponent that closes up at the back with 5, we love to look for spaces and get in behind. They're very strong at home, Almeria, but not so much away from home. But they're a very hard-working team with a good coach. Thank you.
The words there of assistant coach Sergio Alegre. We're going to go back to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, you have a special guest there.
A really special guest who hasn't wanted to miss an historic evening like the one tonight with Piqué playing his last game at the Spotify Camp Nou. Well, you can see his outfit, and I think you can imagine probably with who I am. It's a former NFL player and a legend, Nat Moore. Nat, how are you?
Fantastic. Really excited about being here. My first time being down on the pitch and having a chance to experience this great stadium.
What are you doing in Barcelona, and also your visit here to the Spotify Camp Nou?
Yeah, we are in town to promote a NFL football game with the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins, which, you know, back when we beat the Chicago Bears all the time. But we're here to promote a fan watch party, but even more so, being here tonight is even more important because we've had Barcelona FC play in our stadium many, many times, and this is my first opportunity to come and see the motherland.
Wow. You're a really football lover, and how do you follow the Spanish football?
I love football, American football and European football. And, you know, when you go back and you think how many games have been played in our stadium at Hard Rock Stadium is amazing. So to now come and see one of the great ones, his last game, it brings back a lot of memories.
This was going to be my question, Nat. I mean, you spent 13 years in playing for Dolphins. Of course, the day arrived, the day that you have to retire. You can think about the feelings that probably Piqué is having tonight. I'll imagine it has to be really tough.
Well, it's bittersweet, you know, knowing that this is his last opportunity to show out and play and represent his fans and his team and his city. But, you know, he wants to go out in the right way, so I guarantee you he will play his heart out tonight to make sure he ends with a victory.
Let's see if he scores a goal at the same time.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
And it would be great to enjoy NFL games here in the future new Spotify Camp Nou that is going to be built in the following years, right? Like they are going to do in the Tottenham Stadium, for example.
Well, you know, one of the NFL's wishes is that Barcelona, or should I say Spain, the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins, those are the international rights. So we're here to promote that and try and grow the game here, just like when Barcelona and other teams come to South Florida, we try and grow the game there.
Well, now we have Marc-André ter Stegen now who's going to start warming up here. And we have a present for you. And we want to give you this shirt. That's for you. Nat Moore, an absolute legend of the NFL. And here you have your shirt with your number 89. FC Barcelona, beautiful shirt, right?
Fantastic. I will wear this with a lot of pride. But, you know, one thing we learn in the States, we never show up and only receive, so I have a package for you as well.
Wow, let's see. Wow, that's really nice. That's really nice. Let's see, a present for Barça Live. Wow.
The greatest player in Dolphin history, Mr. Dan Marino.
Wow.
And he's
really nice.
autographed it for you.
Let's take a picture, not with these two shirts here. This great present for Barça Live. Well, incredible. Thank you very much. It looks nice, nice, and nice. Well, Nat, I hope you enjoy this game tonight, and thank you very much for this visit to Barça Live.
Thank you for having us.
So that's here with the legend of NFL, who's going to enjoy a really special night in the farewell and the goodbye of Gerard Piqué.
Wow, Bruno, what an excellent guest, and you get a present. I mean, I don't follow the NFL, and even I know who Dan Marino is.
Exactly.
And Spence.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a heck of a gift. That's
there was a little dig there at your Chicago Bears.
I know, but you know what? Today it's all about good fun anyway. I'll take a dig at the Bears anytime. That's fine. Bears, Dolphins tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Don't worry, we'll see.
There's a watch party. We should go and see it.
I'm available.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Right. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the game. Ter Stegen is out warming up. Let's ask the fans who they think the key player is going to be today. And of course, one of the options is going to be Gerard Piqué. I, for one, think he's going to score. Lewandowski, who's key in every La Liga game, apparently. And Ferran Torres, who's on a good scoring run lately, Dati.
Yeah, and he takes the opportunity, and he has earned the opportunity to be in the starting lineup, but I think today all has to be around Gerard Piqué. And I was thinking now before coming here, like if there is a penalty, should Piqué just take it?
That's an interesting one.
That's a great question.
I think it might depend on what the result is.
Yeah, probably. I mean, but if you're winning,
We haven't had a
and
penalty yet this
there's a
season.
penalty there.
But that's what I was thinking, actually, because sometimes when you get to a point where a game is sort of out of hand, let's hope that it gets there tonight where it's 3-0 or something and Barca are comfortable, we've got 10 minutes to go. Play him as a striker.
Oh,
why not?
yeah.
Get him up there, you know?
The only thing is, I think that he's going to come off.
That's true.
They're
That's
going to take him off in the final minute so that he gets his much-deserved ovation. Right, Ter Stegen, 10 clean sheets in 12 games. How many saves is Marc-Andre Ter Stegen going to make today is the question that we ask. We want you to respond, as always, in airplane emojis. We're going to do that right now on the live chat as well. Ter Stegen looking to keep his 11th clean sheet so far in La Liga. This has not been done in La Liga history.
No, it's a good streak that Ter Stegen is really doing. I think I'm also seeing the lineup of Almeria that comes up with 5 defenders. I don't think he's going to participate a lot, so I will type here 2 airplanes.
I'm going to go 1. I'm just going to go 1 airplane. 1 airplane. I don't think Almeria are going to attack all that much. I think Barca should dominate the game. Just 1 airplane. Spence, what are you doing?
I do think Almeria are going to at least give him a test. I'm going to go with 3
airplane
airplanes
emojis?
today.
I'm going to type it in a couple of times here just so that we can get the fans going as well. Obviously, lots of messages for... It's an absolute, a flood of messages for Sir Gerard Piqué. Lots of love, which is what we like. I mean, in the last few shows, to be honest, we'd seen the fans obviously a little bit disappointed, a little bit angry, and we'd had fewer viewers. Today I'm seeing that the numbers are growing, and we've got a very active live chat, which is what we like. Right, we'll keep it active by going back to Bruno Ballester and playing Guess the Player, special Gerard Piqué edition, right, Bruno, today?
Yes, a special edition. Of course, Piqué spent 14 seasons in total here in the club, and he has played with many different centre-backs. So we're going to guess the player today with different pairs of centre-backs that Piqué has been sharing in defense. Let's start with the first one here. First team at first, guess the player. Let's see if you know with who was sharing Piqué in that one, this first pair of centre-backs. Let's start on the studio with Irate Vidal. You have time to think here. Also at home on the live chat, let's vote your options. Who do you think is this first? Guess the player. Which player is the one that we want to know and reveal his identity?
It's last year's shirt, right? Or
It's last year's shirt, yeah. But the number's been taken out. It's been edited out so that you don't have any clues. I have to say, I love the picture with Gerard Piqué with the captain's armband on.
I have to say that on the laptop we have many right answers. People are guessing right. Say yes. So let's go with that.
You know who it is.
You know.
You
It
know.
has to be Araujo, right?
Aviraf Katil, Megamob, also more people here. Fedi, Alonso, Drizzy. Yes, all you are right. It's Araujo.
Okay.
Also you, Irati. Yeah, Araujo. This first guess the player. This great image between Piqué and Araujo. What a pair of centre backs. Unfortunately, not many years the ones we've seen these two players playing together, because imagine to have seen both of them many years with a younger, of course, Piqué.
Oh.
Well, let's move to the second one. Second option and second time to guess the player. Now Spencer Siegel. Let's see if you know with who was pairing in that one. Gerard Piqué. Years ago, this one.
I think the
see.
hair is a clue.
Ah. Yeah. The kind
Right?
of toupee, right?
Yeah. He's playing in La Liga. I know he's not playing
No,
in La
he's
Liga
not playing in La
anymore.
Liga. If
He's
we're
not
thinking of the
playing
same
in La
player, he's
Liga.
not playing in La Liga.
No. He's playing Europa League.
Let's see. Here we have people also on the live chat that are picking the correct answer. Fedi says yes, Bartra. People saying Messi, Neymar, Messi, Ney, Gavi, Jordi Alba also. Let's see who was this player. Yes, Marc Bartra, a good clue. Yeah, the one of the hero of Marc Bartra also. A really cool air, and Bartra, and a great centre back at the same time. Okay, let's move to the third one. Robert, third guest the player today, also on the live chat. Let's see if you know that one. Probably a bit tougher or not. Let's see. If you have clues, if you can know who can be this last player sharing defense with Gerard Piqué, this image from a training session.
Yeah. Bruno, we're talking centre backs, right? We're not talking defenders.
Exactly.
So for example, Dani Alves wouldn't be an option.
No, just centre backs. Yeah, all that have paired with Gerard Piqué, the ones who we are guessing.
Well, I think I have a fairly clear idea who it is, because in that season, when we had that sponsorship, there was a clear pair of centre backs. Marc Bartra we've already done as well. He was like the third option, and the other one, I can see in the outline that he doesn't have much hair, is Javier Mascherano, right?
Savary Sures, Seyen Mascherano, Alves, Puig, Umtiti, Neymar, Jordi Alba, Adriano, and Amarax, and Theopoulos also saying Mascherano. Yes, Mascherano, a converted centre-back, of course, because he signed for Barça as one of the best defensive midfielders in that times from Liverpool, and well, they convert him to be a centre-back, and he ended also being a fantastic centre-back. So yes, this was Guess the Player today with Mascherano, Marc Bartra, and Ronald Araujo, three of the players that have shared defense with Gerard Piqué. Not all of them, we've missed some important ones, of course, like captain Carles Puyol, but these were some of them.
But his hair would have given it away anyway.
Exactly, the hair would have made it too easy, Bruno. Bruno, I do want to ask you a question, the next question that we're asking our fans. Which do you think was the best version of Gerard Piqué? Was it the Piqué of the Guardiola era, the Piqué of the Luis Enrique era, or the Piqué of the Valverde era?
I have to say that Piqué, with the pass of the time, I think he always has been a better player. So probably we'll say 3. I think probably his best years were there in the Valverde era. But at the same time, I loved the first Piqué with Guardiola, sharing defense with Puyol, with Marquez. I mean, it was also really special. So I'm going to go with the first one, number 1. Piqué, Puyol together, winning all the titles with Pep Guardiola in that young Piqué who was growing and growing. I'm going to go for the first one, although I have to accept that I think with the pass of the time, he always has become a better defender.
I am also going to... No, wait a minute. I would agree that I really like the Piqué of the Guardiola era, because he was the young Piqué, but not innocent, because I don't think he's never been innocent for one day in his life. But he was the young Gamberro Piqué. But I'm going to go number 2. And the reason that I think the Piqué of the Luis Enrique era is impressive is because everyone had written him off after the 2014 World Cup. Everyone. And he came back and he said, I want to be the best centre-back in the world again. And he became it, and he won the treble again.
That's true, but I think I have to agree with Bruno, but not only for about Piqué. It's just that couple of centre backs with Carles Puyol. Like, I don't remember any other pair of centre backs like Puyol and Gerard Piqué in Barça. So I think I have to go for the first option of Guardiola era, but just because of that, just the mix of both, I think it was incredible.
But if you go for the best center-back pairing of all time for Barça, then that's the obvious answer. But for me, he aged like a fine wine. I mean,
that's true.
Bruno kind of said it, like, as he just kept going, he kept finding ways to reinvent himself. If you look at Araujo now, he's this big, powerful beast of a player because he's young. But at some point, over the course of your career, you have to make changes. And I thought he did that better than anybody because he was able to use what he had up here to make the best plays as a defender.
Definitely, definitely. And he kept going until this season when this is the first season when he's seen fewer minutes, when he's seen himself start off of the bench. I think we can all acknowledge he made a couple of mistakes in the Inter game, one which was very costly for Barça in that first goal. But Piqué, up until this season, has performed to the highest standard. I'd say he was probably the best centre-back we had on our team last year, the year before. Even though people may think his performance has dipped, I think he was still our best centre-back then. Piqué said, after the Bayern Munich defeat, the 2-8 defeat back in 2020, he said, when I feel that I'm no longer fit to help this team and to perform with this team, I will leave. He gave it a chance this season, he gave it a shot this season, and maybe he's seen something that he didn't like about himself or about what he can bring to the team, and he's decided to pack it in.
Yeah, and I remember starting this show in the beginning of the season, and we were talking about the new center backs and everything. And I remember, like last season, it was not only the best center backs. Piqué was one of the best players in the team last season, and still with the critics and everything. And one of the things that has made Piqué better is like he takes the critics and just build around there and then grow around those critics. And I think this year, with all the competence and everything, he felt I don't longer belong here. I'm not helping the team. And when you're a Barça fan, as he is, I think he made the right decision in that point, because when you're a normal player, it's okay, but I think when you are a legend, you have to know when to retire, to do it in the right moment.
And that's hard to do, and it's also really easy as a fan to look at this season and react quickly within the 3-month stretch since when this season started. August, September, October, here we are, the first week of November, and it's really easy within those 3 months to say, like, why, he wasn't playing up to his standards this year. What's going on? Well, it does take time to come to those conclusions. You have to think about him as a player, his mentality, being here for 15 years and being at the top of his game. For an athlete, that's very difficult.
It's not an easy decision to say, hey, I'm done. These players have a lot of pride. They have egos, and they want to compete for their spot. We heard yesterday in the press conference, Xavi talked about how they had a conversation before the summer, and Xavi said to him, look, this year I don't think you're going to play as much because we're going to sign players like Koundé, we've got Araujo, we signed Christensen as well, so you're going to have a lot more competition. We've got Eric Garcia as well. We're going to have a lot more competition. I don't think you're going to play as much. But he said, hey, I want to prove you wrong. I want to prove you wrong. He tried. He's seen that it hasn't worked. And as you say, Spence, sometimes these things take time. We live, I think we said this several times, and we talked about it yesterday, I think. We live in a very reactive society. It's like, if he didn't see himself fit to play, why didn't he pack it in June? Well, it's not an easy decision to take.
Unless when you belong to this generation,
exactly.
That they were the best of the world, like for many years. They won everything, and he was like the best center back of the world, like for many times. So when you are in that point, it has to be difficult to accept you don't longer belong there, because there's young players coming from the other teams and everything. Like, it has to be hard.
Right. 29 minutes remaining until this matchday 13 game starts. Interesting one. Let's not forget that if we win, we go top of the table. That's very important for LaLiga. I think there are two very important things today. One is to obviously pay homage to Gerard Piqué after this wonderful career in his last game at Spotify Camp Nou, but not lose focus. Important game for LaLiga as well, for Barça. Try and go top of the table momentarily, depending what Real Madrid do after their draw last week against Girona. We are a little bit closer, so very important 3 points at the Spotify Camp Nou today. Our lineup for tonight is Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, Balde, Piqué, Marcos Alonso and Jordi Alba at the back, with Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield. Up front it's Ousmane Dembélé, Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. Guys, from 1 to 10, do you like this lineup? Let us know your thoughts on the lineup on the live chat. We'll try and read some of them out. Let's go back to Spotify Camp Nou with Bruno.
Well, we are still waiting for all the players to step into the grass of the Spotify Camp Nou for the warm-up. For Barça players, Almeria are already here. And we want to know also the reaction from this Spotify Camp Nou. We're going to start playing game quiz, and we're going to stop it once we see our players coming out and to see also the first reactions from Gerard Piqué. But let's play the game quiz of today's program. Of course, the topic has to be Gerard Piqué. So we're going to make a quiz about Piqué today, all his career. But first of all, let's see, because I think we're going to start see the image of the players. They're so far really close to see these players at the Spotify tunnel. They are in the tunnel. We're going to see them now, stepping here with all the crowd. Everyone knows that this is a really special game. No one wants to miss that one. It's going to be the last one of Gerard Piqué here at home. And here we see now the first ovation and the reaction from this Spotify Camp Nou, because Barça players are starting the warm-up right now with, of course, the headliner today, that is Gerard Piqué, with more than 600 appearances, culé since a kid. Today he's gonna say goodbye from the Spotify Camp Nou, and let's see, because right now we have the speaker of the Camp Nou announcing, well, that now there is here some charity action with Relats Solidaris de l'Esport, and this picture. They always do this campaign in Christmas, some charity there for this company here. And now, well, we see Gerard Piqué here in the glass of the Spotify Camp Nou. Well, really special. Well, let's move on with the game quiz. Guys, you can hear it. It's everyone and all the eyes of Gerard Piqué. Let's start this game quiz today. Question number one. How many clubs has Piqué played for in his career? Option number 1, 1. Option number 2, 2. Option number 3, 3. Live chat, you can start guessing and making your answers. Also in the studio, Irati Vidal, first question for you. Let's see if you know this first one. One club man, Piqué, just Barça, 2 clubs or 3 clubs?
I know this one, so I want the live chat first to start guessing, so I don't say.
Okay.
I was going to say, this is the day you had to have done your research because you know what the quiz is going to be about.
No, okay. I know this one.
Yes, I think it's an easy one. We have here lots of choose. People may be thinking that it's United and Barça, but there are also really 3s, like Freddy Turcios, Dingus, RL Epic, also, well, lots of choose also. It's 3, yes. Well, Irati, sorry, I accept that you were knowing the answer. Yeah, it was Man United, Barça, but before, you know, Irati, the club. Yes, Real Zaragoza. He actually scored a header against Barça in La Romareda. Zaragoza, all time, since we don't see this team in the first division. But yeah, Piqué played for Zaragoza before moving to the Manchester United, and then, of course, Barça, 14 seasons here. Okay, Spencer Siegel, let's move on with you. Against which club did he make his debut for FC Barcelona? Gerard Piqué, also at home. Let's see if this one you can type the right one. Option number 1, Levski Sofia. Option number 2, Rosenborg. Option number 3, Wisla Krakow.
That's a good question, because that's not one you can just look up really easily. So I like that. I want to say, my instinct is saying Rosenborg, but I don't know if that's just me thinking about the Women's Champions League right now. I think it's
because
that,
my mind also went there, because the Women's played the other day.
I think they're just fresh in my mind. So I'll go with I'll go with Krakow. I think it was.
Okay, let's see. Pau Serra diu el 2. Daniel Vega dice el 3. Then we have Arjun Soria saying also 2. Rosenborg, more 3s here. Ariyam Kumaruru, also people saying Shashak Shekar saying 1, Levski Sofia. Divided options is not an easy one, but it was Wisla Krakow, number 3. In a qualifying round of the UEFA Champions League. Now the teams from the Spanish League, they are not anymore playing these qualifying rounds, but they were really beautiful ones, and some important teams, they were losing sometimes there in the qualifying rounds from the Champions League. Okay, question number 3, Robert Bannekout, let's go for you also at home. Against which team did he score the only brace of his career, Gerard Piqué?
Oh, I know.
Option number 1, Celta de Vigo. Option number 2, Sevilla. Option number 3, Levante.
I remember this game.
Okay,
I remember this game, so...
Robert knows the answer. Let's see at home if you also know the answer. We're going to leave you there some seconds to type your answers. We see Dushian saying option number 3, Levante. Amuna saying option number 2, Sevilla. Also Abhinav saying 3, Levante. Aqua saying 2. Let's see if I have some. Well, Robert, go for yours. While I find the correct one.
I'm going to say Celta, and it was in a 4-3 defeat, Bruno.
Yes, you're right, and Shanguk Lawrence has been the first one typing the right one. Celta de Vigo, yeah. No one expecting that one.
4-3 defeat in the 16-17 season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a crazy game. That crazy games in Balaidos in recent years, having a tough ground for Barça to visit there. Okay, let's move on for the fourth question. Irati Vidal, also at home. How many goals has Piqué scored in the Champions League, just in the Champions League? Option number 1, 14. Option number 2, 16. Or option number 3, 18.
Only in the Champions League.
I'm going to give you, well, I don't know if that's a clue or not, but he's the top scorer ever as a defender in the Champions League, sharing this record with Roberto Carlos. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to improve it with Roberto Carlos, but they have the same number of goals, leading these standings of defenders with more goals in the history of the competition of the Champions League. Incredible.
Okay, I think 18 is too much, so I will go to 16.
Okay, let's see. Esports Sánchez saying 14. Luke Monalavi saying 16. Antonio Paredes dice 16 también. Mateus says 16. Alexis Navarro también dice 16. Rafa 16. Yes, 16. Irati, yeah. I like the way you are thinking the questions. Too much, too little? Well, the middle one. Okay, it has worked well for you and also for the people at home. Okay, let's end with the final question. Spencer Siegel, this is an important one. How many trophies has Piqué won at Barça? Option number 1, 28. Option number 2, 30. Or option number 3, 32.
So my only, my only caveat to this is, can the number of trophies go up at the end of the year?
Yes, if Barça wins LaLiga, for sure, because he has played in the league.
If
so
Barca
this league will count for him.
The one we don't know is the Europa League, but that's for another time. I'm going to go with 30, and I want to hear what the live chat has to say, but...
Do you argue?
32.
Do you argue your answer like Irati did? Let's see in the live chat. Jason saying 32, Ronald saying 30, Fathel Karim saying 30, Kickers saying 28. Divided opinions. Spence, do you want to argue or justify your answer, or just you go for 30?
Final answer, 30, but it will be 31 when it's all said and done.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you are right. Spence also at home, including 8 leagues and 3 Champions League in these 30 major titles for Piqué. Incredible numbers for this centre-back that, of course, is on your screens. And we want to continue now interacting with the people on the live chat, also at the studio, with a game now, this or that. You have to decide which thing do you prefer in different kind of questions about Piqué's career. Let's start with the first one, this or that. The rivalry between Piqué and Espanyol, option number 1, or the rivalry between Piqué and Real Madrid. Let's see at home your opinions. We're gonna read you. Irati, you, what do you prefer? This rivalry, what do you like the most? The rivalry between
that's really
Piqué
hard,
and
because
Espanyol or
one
Madrid?
of the images that I remember the most of Piqué is the one like showing the shirt and also la manita to all the Madrid, because I remember those clásicos with Mourinho, Guardiola and everything. But I think Piqué has also something special with Espanyol. He proves he's a really Barça fan when he plays against Espanyol with the bike and everything. So I will go Piqué versus Espanyol.
I'm going Espanyol as well. Sorry, Bruno. I'm going Espanyol as well, because I think if you asked him, he would say the game against Espanyol. He always likes to poke them a little bit, take a little jab at them as well. It's the team he's scored the most goals in his career against. He loves playing against Real Madrid. He's been very outspoken as well. Barca fans have always been very conservative and kind of respected Real Madrid in a way. Always had like a complex of inferiority a little bit with Real Madrid. And Piqué's been completely the opposite. He's like, I don't care about this. I'm out there to beat them. I'm out there to say what I think about them. But still, I think the game that really motivated him, sorry, I will say it right, motivated him was the one against Espanyol.
Yes, and at the same time, I think also for the hostile atmosphere that he always has found there in our city stadium and all times in Montjuic, in the Stadio Olympic. And the last shot, many people saying option number 2, Real Madrid, probably because they also feel this rivalry, but I mean, both are huge rivalries for sure. Okay, let's move on with another one, an interesting one. This is just focused on Real Madrid. The celebration of the 6-2 with the shirt, remember you have the picture there, incredible goal, the 6-1 at the Bernabeu, or the celebration with La Manita at the Spotify Camp Nou, the 5-0 win in the first visit of Mourinho when he was managing Real Madrid. Spencer, which one do you pick? And also at home, let's see. In the first option, it was number 2, the winner one. Let's see that one.
Yeah, when you say this or that, by the way, you have to tilt your head to the side when you say each word, like this or that. You gotta do it like that. For me, it's the image of the shirt, because it shows how much it's similar to the way in which Puyol kissed the captain's armband, in that it's iconic because it includes the crest, it includes Barça. The 6-2 for me, and I know that's Robert's answer. It's got to be, right?
I'm going for that.
Yeah.
First, because it comes after a goal. It comes after a goal, and it's the celebration of his goal at the Santiago Bernabeu, showing off his Barça shirt and showing off the club that he loves. So yeah, for me, it's that. Just like, once again, taking a jab at the Real Madrid
Yeah, he enjoyed that. Like, I think we also love more Piqué just because of those, like the words he used to refer Madrid and Espanyol, and also the actions. And for me, it's also one, like the shirt is one of the images I remember the most about Piqué. I think it was one of the best games of Barça, of Guardiola, that 6-2. And yeah, showing your pride about celebrating a goal with your team. Has to be that.
I have to say that the live chat, I think, is giving the opposite answers, like us, more or less, because we are reading more option number 2s with the 5-0 victory, and we have here Awal Al-Ghazali saying option number 3. We don't have option number 3 in that game in this one, but yeah, I mean, well, both incredible celebrations, of course.
No, but Antonio says my favorite celebration was the header goal against Sevilla in the Copa in 2021.
That was a good celebration.
There's multiple options there.
Yeah, this was incredible. Of course, yeah, you can give. Feel free to say the options you really want, of course. Okay, let's move on with the third one. This or that. Piqué defending or Piqué scoring in attack.
I'm going Piqué scoring.
Yeah.
Because he is a defender with the heart of a striker. Every time he wanted to get up there, he just went up and tried to score. So for me, it's that.
And every time he went there, you had the feeling he was going to score. So I would choose that. But I mean, it's really hard because I mean he's a defender, and also like the way he drives the ball and everything. But I choose the scoring because of the images he has given us.
No, absolutely. Yeah. One of the defenders that has scored the most goals. I mean, there you got the record in the Champions League as the top scorer, as a defender with Roberto Carlos. Spencer, you were saying?
He was always the one that they would send forward when Barca needed to go late. That's why some of those late goals that he scored to me it's easy to remember the goals. So I think it's easier to appreciate the goals than it is the defending, because defending is sort of just goes unappreciated.
Yes, well, divided options as always in the live chat, but probably this time, yes, we see more scoring here than defending. We are many people on the live chat. This means, of course, all the support that everyone wants to bring Gerard Piqué in this last game of the season. We are many fans there, so hello to all the ones that also are starting now watching us. Let's move on with another this or that. Pairing of centre-backs, Piqué and Araujo, or Piqué and Puyol.
There is no choice there.
There's no, yeah. We had to come up with something because just for this or that, but it has to be Piqué Puyol. It's the iconic pairing. They won so much together. As we said before, the only thing that you think is it would have been great to have Piqué Araujo with a younger Piqué to be able to enjoy them together for a few more years, but it has to be Piqué Puyol.
Yeah, it was the same feeling you had, like imagine if we had Ronaldinho and Messi together for a longer time.
Exactly.
Like it's the same, but it didn't happen.
The same
so it has to be Piqué Puyol.
And it's the number 2 is more like the passing of the torch than it is anything else. That's what it feels like, especially the goal we saw, or the image we saw of Piqué grabbing Araujo in our Guess the Player. It's sort of like, I bequeath the defense to you. Now do with it what we're supposed to do at Barca.
Well, people are really excited. Piqué just was here behind our positions, and people are going crazy, of course, to say goodbye to Piqué this evening. We have the final one, this or that, and I think this one you're gonna like it also at home. Let's see, which one do you pick? The rivalry between Piqué and Cristiano Ronaldo, or the rivalry between Piqué and Sergio Ramos. I like that one. Let's see your opinions on the studio.
I like against Ronaldo because even though he is arguably top 5 player ever, Piqué always had very good battles with him and always defended him well. And even though Ronaldo is a very quick player, Piqué always managed to keep up with him when they were running back. When Piqué was running back, he always managed to keep up with him. So those were good battles.
Yeah, I think I also go for that because then with Sergio Ramos, they played together in the national team, and maybe the souffle was a little bit down just because of that. So I would say against Ronaldo because he knew him pretty well and he knew how to stop it. And it was like when the Clásicos were at this point, you know, and yeah, it has to be that.
Although, remember that in the national side where they were sharing a press conference, they were asking Piqué in Catalan. He was answering in Catalan, and Ramos. That's a moment where he said, "If you want, you can answer in Andaluz." And actually, the tweet from Ramos saying goodbye to Piqué was, "I'm gonna tell you in Andaluz, not in time." But, well, yeah, huge rivalries there, and that's all from our position right now with this or that.
Right, thank you, Bruno. The players have gone into the dressing room. Let's talk a little bit about La Liga. Let's have a look at what happened last weekend at the Mestalla Stadium. That 1-0 win, fantastic late win at the Mestalla Stadium between Barça, that game between Barça and Valencia, a game in which Ansu Fati had a opportunity early on. Lewandowski hit the post in the first half, but the game, I mean, it was a tough one for Barça.
It was really good one and really important, the win, just because the week you came from, and also because today it gives you the opportunity to be in the top of La Liga if you win against Almeria and put more pressure against Real Madrid, and it was that final win that just gives you extra motivation.
And Spence, Xavi made several substitutions in the second half, but he didn't take off that guy. He didn't take off Lewandowski, and Lewandowski proved why you don't do that.
No, I mean, especially when you're trying to win a game late. You look at all the stats of the game and the chances that Barca had. 2 shots on target to 13 shots. The 68% possession. I mean, they completely dominated the play, and it felt like they deserved something from that game. And Lewandowski did. He gave them exactly what he signed up for, which is quality when it matters most.
The goal, a special one there for Robert Lewandowski, giving Barca 3 very important points. Right, the players arrived early on at the Spotify Camp Nou. We'll see some of the images there. Spence, they're in the dressing room right now. Sure, Xavi's giving the team talk, so should we do team talk?
I think this is an important one, yeah.
Right, let's do it. Team talk.
Ladies, gentlemen, culés, of all ages and all sizes who have come to this locker room today, we want to pay our respects to the most legendary of defenders. I played with him many years. I know exactly what he's capable of, and we know you do too. This is a night for remembering, a night for enjoying and savoring the moment, and let me promise you, Jetty, you're getting forward, buddy. You're going to go play striker, man. Don't worry about it. We're going to get you a goal tonight. Vamos, let's go.
I'm sure that Piqué will get forward and try and score today. Let's go back to Bruno. Bruno, some games have already been played in this match day 13. Our big rival, Real Madrid, doesn't play until Monday, though.
Yes, Real Madrid are playing on Monday against Rayo Vallecano. Let's see, because, well, of course, can be a tough side, Vallecas, and, well, let's see how it goes for Real Madrid. But, yeah, the action started yesterday with Girona, with a really important win for Girona in that fight to avoid the drop 2-1 against Athletic Club. Getafe 0, Cádiz 0 this midday, the opening game of Saturday's football. Valladolid 2, Elche 1. And Osasuna has won 2-1 in Balaidos, not good times for Celta, and their new manager also today haven't been able to win. Closing this Saturday's action football, Barça Almeria. Now we've heard the national anthem of Catalonia as the president of the Generalitat is also here on the Royal Box. No one wants to miss this clash. Oh, Dani Alves and Gabi Milito is also here today in the Royal Box, in the presidential box, enjoying this game. So, well, let's see, because if Barça wins, of course, they will go to sleep on Saturday and Sunday as top of the league, and Real Madrid with that tough visit to Vallecas. So let's see how things goes. 2 more finals for Barça, Almeria at home, Osasuna on Tuesday. This is going to be a really tough one on Pamplona in Osasuna. They are having a superb season. And well, the speaker now announcing the lineup. This is about to start, guys. We are all really excited to see the last day in the office, in this really special office for Gerard Piqué, the Spotify Camp Nou.
Right, Bruno, what's your score prediction, by the way?
Oh, score prediction today. I'm going to go with a 4-0 up for Barça. Almeria side that has never won here. 12 previous classes, 10 wins for Barça, 2 draws. And manager Rubi also has never won at the Spotify Camp Nou. So all the numbers are in favor of Barça. I'm going to go with this 4-0 up for the Blaugranas.
Right, 4-0. I'm going 5-0 today. I think today we win 5-0. We've done that in the past
You
against
want the
Almeria.
last manito, Piqué?
Of course, I want Gerard Piqué to show his manita tonight. Irati Spence, what are you predicting?
I predicted 3-0. I think it's going to be, or I hope it is an easy game, because we have seen like Almeria hasn't won outside. I was looking the stats, and for Almeria it's always win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, and they have to lose today. And also, of course, we have to say goodbye to Piqué with a win.
We want you live chat to let us know your score predictions on the chat as well. Spence, yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna look and see what predictions I find, but for me, I do look, all PK fanfare aside, I do think Almeria are not as bad of a side as I think people tend to believe. I think they are a good team. I think they're capable of staying up this year. They're going to have to fight for it, and I think they're capable of scoring also. So I'm going to go 3-1. I know Barça haven't conceded a goal at the Camp Nou in a while, but at some point you'd think it has to happen. So I'll say why not tonight, but a 3-1 win.
These are the predictions of our crew. Our director Diego Cano going 2-0. Our mixer Salva going 3-1. Edisa Santi 2-1. 2-1, Santi? Come on. 3-0 for Jaume Torre. Laia going 4-1. Our camera operators here today. Albert, Mar, Naum, Julia going 3-0. 4-1. 1-0. No, not 1-0, Naum. 3-1. Sergio Roldan from home going 3-0. I don't see Maudi's prediction. Why isn't Maudi predicting anything today? Tania 3-1. Luis, my brother, 5-1. Jordi Sanglas 2-0. Those are the predictions. The players are getting ready to head onto the pitch. We're 5 minutes away from the game. Those are the new locker rooms, by the way, which have been upgraded.
Where's yours?
We're 5 minutes in there. No,
Yeah.
I don't have one.
No?
I
They
don't
didn't
have
give
one.
you one?
They didn't give me one.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, we're 5 minutes away. Match day 13. The farewell of Gerard Piqué. Match day 13 in La Liga. We need to win this one. We need to put pressure on Real Madrid. Keep it coming before the World Cup. Let's see if we can be top of the table in La Liga before that break. Our lineup for today: Marco Andrés Stegen in goal, Balde, Piqué, Marcos, and Jordi Alba. In midfield, it's Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, and Pedri. Up front, it's Dembélé, Lewandowski, and Ferran. Let us know. Do you like it, guys? Do you think we'll be able to beat Almeria with this lineup? Are you confident that we're going to beat Almeria? Let us know on the live chat. Thoughts, Irati?
Of the lineup, I really like, and I think it's not surprised that Piqué, of course, is there. I'm a little bit surprised of seeing Balde. I think we were talking outro that probably it was the right day to see Hector Bellerin, but maybe he comes out of the bench in the second half. And I really like that after the good performance of the last matches, Ferran gets the opportunity to start tonight.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the starting 11, so I just want to put a little bit of focus on those who are on the bench really quick, because Christensen's there.
Yep.
And that's a great sign for Barça that they're beginning to get healthy again. And also Xavi Riyad, which could be a cool like passing of the torch kind of moment if Piqué comes off and they decide to give Xavi 10 minutes of action.
Right, let's go to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, there's going to be a special moment for Robert Lewandowski, best player of the month of October per La Liga, right?
Yes, Lewandowski is going to receive the trophy as the best player of the month of October. And you got it on your image just seconds ago, and I don't know if you realized who's going to be today's captain. It's going to be Gerard Piqué. Sergio Busquets has decided to leave Piqué to wear the armband today. So another special detail, Piqué is going to be Barca's captain in his last dance at the Spotify Camp Nou for Gerard Piqué. Also players wearing are going to step into the field wearing all of them a shirt with the number 3 of Gerard Piqué, and in the official shirts here in front of it, between the brand here and the bat, they're going to wear also these letters Sempre, that it means always, ending with the number 3 of Gerard Piqué. All of this before the game, and let's see if after the game and with a good result we can also celebrate really well the goodbye of Gerard Piqué.
Of course, we are after the game. You can stay tuned with us here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Barça TV Plus, because we're going to be showing you the little tribute that Gerard Piqué is going to have after the game. So stay with us after the final whistle, because there's going to be that special moment for Gerard Piqué at the Spotify Camp Nou. The players jumping onto the pitch. Gerard Piqué as captain. All of the players wearing a Piqué jersey today, with that Sempre message, Sempre meaning always, the last E being a 3, and a packed Camp Nou today to witness the last game of Gerard Piqué as a football club Barcelona player. What a special night we hope it's going to be for Gerard Piqué, there with his family. His sons are with him right now, stepping onto the pitch.
And you can feel it in his face, like all the emotions that they are going through him.
All the emotions. I mean, it's going to be.
And also the graphics of LaLiga.
Even the graphics of LaLiga acknowledging Gerard Piqué. Wow. Special, nice little detail there by the LaLiga. And we could ask the question now. We had it prepared before. Sorry, Irati, and we didn't ask it, but it feels like a good moment to ask it. Is Piqué going to score tonight?
I think he is going to score. Like, he always appears in important nights. And I remember the other day listening Guardiola saying, like, Piqué was the one that always appeared in the big nights, but he has also scored many goals in the big nights, and today is the biggest of his career probably. So I go for yes.
I'm all about number 3.
You're all about number 3.
Yeah.
The options that we're giving there are 100% yes. He'll score the 3rd goal. It would be iconic for him to score the 3rd goal, being that he wears number 3, or that he should play as the striker the whole game.
You were saying yesterday that this kind of thing has happened before.
It has, yeah. So back in 1996, José Mari Vaquero, who had played for Barca since 1988, so he played for Barca for 8 seasons. He played his last game in November against Valladolid. Similar situation, he didn't have very many minutes, and in November he decided, look, I'm done. He accepted an offer from a club from Mexico, and he left. He came on in that game against Valladolid, started. Barca won 6-1. And Vaquero scored the 6th goal, and immediately after scoring, coach Bobby Robson took him off.
Oh, that would be just the perfect.
That would be.
Well, maybe if he scores in the second half, if he just scores like in the first minutes, no. But that would be the perfect like tribute to have to Gerard Piqué.
And I don't think he's going to play as a striker, but I think he's going to get up there.
Yeah.
If I was a betting person, I would bet on the Barca corners today. Barca corner kicks, because they're going to be looking
or at least the last 20 minutes, because he has done it many times. So the last 20 minutes when the team needs a goal, Piqué is always there.
Right, Bruno, before the game starts, Lewandowski's going to receive this trophy, right?
Yes, let's see, because of course everyone is focused on Gerard Piqué, but right now we have the trophy of La Liga Santander as the best player of the month of October, and now, yes, they're announcing in the speakers of the Camp Nou, Lewandowski receiving himself alone. No one is giving him actually the trophy. He goes there to get his trophy, best player of the month of October. Robert Lewandowski, what a player, what a season so far, what a way to start his career for Barca.
Amazing, amazing. Robert Lewandowski contributing so much to what Barca's doing this season.
Yeah, with many important goals, because most of the goals have done 3 points to Barca, and we remember the last one against Valencia, but it has been many of them.
And before the game starts, there's going to be a minute of silence to remember Roger Garcia, a Barca employee who passed away this week, a fatal heart attack. It's very sad news here at Football Club Barcelona, an employee for many, many years, so Camp Nou is going to pay tribute and respect right before this game. Very sad and unfortunate news this week, the passing of a Barca employee, just 48 years of age. Very sad news. The game is going to get started. A spectacular atmosphere, I imagine, Bruno, at the Spotify Camp Nou. We don't have Bruno with us. Bruno wasn't listening. Bruno's there joining in with the fans, chanting. He's gone into the stands. He's not gonna be with us today. Right, first possession of the game is for Almeria. High pressure from Dembélé. Barca win it back. It is a throw-in. Game is underway. And Barca looking for a win, and the first round of applause for Gerard Piqué. I think it's going to be a constant tonight. There goes the ball again.
Hey!
And there it is again.
Hey!
He's already touched the ball.
All the balls to Piqué today.
3 times already in this game, and there it goes again. Gerard Piqué playing from behind. Valde goes back to Marcos Alonso. And right, let's see. Obviously, key to get out there and try and score early today.
Yeah, to have like a calm, and also for this environment, just to not break it, because today it's more than a game. We say it a lot of times, but today is like a special day. That it's those days that you feel that everything is going to work out perfectly, and we hope so. And for that, it's also important just to score early.
I think switches will be really important tonight because Almeria like to pack it very tightly. They've typically played against the big teams in an 8-man block, 5 at the back. They've got 3 in front today. It's a 5-3-2.
Oh, here is Ferran on the left trying to cut back. His run blocked there. Keiki clears for Almeria, and Barca recover the ball. I do want to ask you guys, who is going to score the first goal for Barca tonight? Is it going to be Robert Lewandowski? Is it going to be Ferran Torres? Is it going to be Dembélé? Could it be Piqué? My bet is that he's scoring the third goal.
Yeah, I will go for that.
It's not going to be Piqué the first one.
Not the first one? Right.
I go for Ferran.
I think Ferran could continue his run as well.
And I think seeing how Almeria is playing with many defenders, then Ferran can be a really important player because he knows how to read these kind of situations.
Well, great switch on the left there, nice switch, and well, that'll be the first corner kick.
Here we go.
Bruno, this is going to be a party every time, I think, every time that Barca get a corner kick.
Absolutely, and there we go with Gerard Piqué, who's going to be placed in the far post, coming from the back first. Corner kick for Barca, first attempt for FC Barcelona.
Goal of Piqué.
Come on. I mean, we
need
this.
Minute 3.
No, it would be minute 3.
Oh,
it would be minute 3.
This happens in the 3rd minute. You couldn't have scripted it better.
Come on.
Frankie de Jong trying to drive inside. That wasn't a very well executed corner kick.
All right, it's not going to be minute 3.
Well, he's still up there.
We have 8 seconds.
No, he's going back to his position. And I was saying, Bruno, before the atmosphere at Camp Nou.
No, incredible. There was a big silence right now before starting this 3rd minute of the game. Let's see if we can hear the atmosphere. Piqué, Bauer, Spotify Camp Nou.
It's one of Barca's tweets. Last dance for Gerard Piqué at Spotify Camp Nou today. Let's hope it's a happy dance. And also in the live chat, we want you to give us your best Piqué memories. I mean, don't just like write one line. Share a special moment that you remember of Gerard Piqué, what you'll remember him for, your favourite moment, your favourite goal, whatever it is, what Piqué represents for Barca, what he represents for you. Let us know on the live chat, show some love, and we'll compilate some of these comments. Here's Ferran, the shot blocked. The Alba picks up the rebound, Ferran inside the box again. Ferran can try and dribble, Pedri picks up the scraps. We we say underneath here. Share your Piqué anecdotes, your Piqué love on the live chat.
Good cross.
Cross by Valde. There could be a penalty. The Barca players want a handball.
Handball?
Come on, it was clear, right?
It's worth a replay.
Show us the replay.
I mean, it is, but he knows nothing of it.
Yeah.
It is, but he knows
with
nothing.
his back to the situation. His arms extended. I think it hits his shoulder as well. Does it?
Yeah, and he's just with the back, so...
I don't think it's going to be a penalty.
It definitely hits his arm, but there's very little you can do about that if you're the defender. I'd be surprised. But then Piqué would step up, so, you know.
If Barca get a penalty, does Piqué take it?
I mean, I remember we gave a penalty to Mascherano, but in that game, Barca was
we were already
already...
like 6 or 7-0 up. Yeah, we won 7-0. Mascherano scored his only goal.
Let's see, because the game still interrupted many seconds right now. This sometimes means positive news. And González Fuertes is going to have an eye on the screens. And let's see what happens if they call us a penalty. Because it will be, if I'm not wrong, the first penalty in LaLiga that they call us this season. So we don't really know who is the penalty taker this year so far. We expect Lewandowski, but let's see what happens. And the crowd is saying Piqué, Piqué, Piqué. Let's see.
Well, there is Hander. The problem,
I mean, his arm is extended.
The problem is like with this year, we don't know what is hand or not, what is penalty or not. So.
I would say the Dumfries one in Milan was definitely clearer than this one. Let's see what the referee decides.
He was about to turn.
Many times. He's taking many times, and now he has the decision clear, and this is going to be a penalty.
Oh!
Wow! Piqué. No.
Is Piqué taking it?
They need
Piqué doesn't want to take the penalty. He just points out Lewandowski, and he said, that's yours.
Okay.
Do the right thing.
That's also leader a captain until the last minute.
I applaud the decision.
When it's 5-0,
what you would do in any other game. If it was 4-0, 5-0, then take the penalty.
Yeah, because also imagine if it misses or
A yellow card for Keiki as well for that handball.
I would say it's more for the emotional aspect, because Piqué is also a good penalty taker, honestly. But of course, you have Lewandowski there, and the emotions, I'll imagine, that are also there.
Piqué says,
I think Levy looked at it and was like, do you want to? Do you want to?
Right. Penalty for Barca.
First of the year. Come on, let's go.
Weird, right?
Vamos.
Come on, Levy.
Oh, Levy. Waiting for the referee's whistle. Lewandowski stepping up. Lewandowski with the runner. Oh, he missed it.
Oh my God.
Oh. He missed it.
Oh.
He missed the target.
Oof. He hit the post and then went wide. He tried to go with the little hesitation, came to a halt, and then took it from a standstill point and missed. Oh well, what a shame. I mean, we're not going to say anything negative about Lewandowski after everything he's done.
No, it's just surprising.
Just because he's not used to take penalties anymore. Like it's the first in LaLiga and it's November.
It's just a shock.
Yeah.
Just surprising, that's all.
Well, anyway, let's keep going. Jordi Alba through to Frenkie de Jong.
Once they call us a penalty in favor, and it is kind of frustration here. But I think Lewandowski has been waiting a lot to see the goalkeeper's movement, where he was going to go, and he has waited too much, probably. Let's see, because there are more chances.
Another cross inside, far post. Lewandowski brings it down. Great touch. Lewandowski has Balde behind him. Here comes Balde, right-footed cross.
Balde's right foot is feeling it today.
Now Pedri picks the ball up and goes out wide to Balde again. Dembele with a cross inside. Oh, into the hands of Fernando. And there could be now a yellow card for a Barca player, right?
Yes, yellow card for Ferran Torres after this action. Now he's complaining to the referee. Fernando is down, and the yellow card for Ferran.
Okay, Ferran dove in to try and connect with the Dembele cross, got the keeper instead of the ball. So a yellow card for him. There's
but
a
it's
crash.
hard to control.
Yeah, it's hard to control, but if you miscalculate and crash into the keeper, that's generally what you get.
Yeah.
He didn't even extend. He pulled out.
Some important information. Sergio Busquets is the only player who is one card away from suspension. Okay, so if Busquets sees a yellow card, he will miss the game. the crucial and important game, it's going to be really tough. I want to start concerning people the game in Pamplona. But yeah, if Busquets is a yellow card, he will be out suspended.
Piqué wins the ball back for Barça. Pedri dispossessed. Ferran's going to win it back.
I like Ferran's confidence lately.
I think he's going to score today. I think Ferran's going to score today.
And after the penalty, I'm really sure Lewandowski is going to score today. Like, just to take away that feeling, I'm pretty sure.
First goal by Ferran, second by Lewandowski, third by Piqué.
Yeah, perfect.
It's already scripted.
It's already scripted.
Why even watch the rest of the game?
Now the long pass by Dembélé. Balde can't get to it. Spence, we're going to do some comments.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Let me get my pad here. Press number 9. Go.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look. We've got Jacoby says, who will take number 3? That's a good question.
That's a good question. That's something that we can debate in a second, yeah.
Piqué next president. All right. Okay.
I mean, the message he gave it was pretty clear.
Mac, great memories. Always brings a big smile to my face. HD says, Piqué is Real Madrid's nightmare. That is true. Lick Alvaro says, hoy gana mi Barcelona, pero es muy especial despedir a Gerard Piqué, un jugador defensa legendario del equipo. Siempre me gustó ese juego y su amor por la camiseta.
Bravo.
What's your guys' favorite Piqué moment? The Balrog of Morgoth is back.
Okay, wait a minute. We'll
get there.
So we've got the number 3 question. We've got the
favorite
best Piqué moment. Let me write these down.
Keep it rolling, yeah? Que meta gol a lo Masche?
Mascherano.
Mascherano. Yeah, well, like Robert was saying. Sam's Nightcore is definitely legend of this club. Will forever cherish what he did. A little Azul Grana as well. Adicalier says, goodbye Piqué, we wish you all the best. Yes, we do. Eric Gonzalo, te retiras en el mejor club de la historia. Leyenda hasta siempre, Don Gerard Piqué, eterno de este deporte. And Aisha says, but no one now in Barca, as Barca center backs can give the diagonal long passes to wingers like Piqué. Well, that's true. He's already done a couple of them today. And we head over to Facebook as well. David says, we're waiting for the win because we must honor Piqué today. Dalton Isme says, this one's for our legend, Piqué, Dawuda Alamin. Thanks for your services, legend. We're proud of you and always keep you in our hearts. Ismail says, Piqué dedicated his life to Barca. Thank you, legend. That's true. He really does do that. And Kelly says Piqué will score a penalty. We were almost there. I bet this went in before the penalty did. Trevor says Piqué is a defender with a striker's vision, and that's kind of what we've seen, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely. Careful here because Barca are going to get a corner kick. Right. Corner kick is a Piqué moment because he's going to possibly run up and come into the box and try and head it in. I want you on the live chat to let us know what's your best Piqué moment, your best Piqué memory. Write a little paragraph for Gerard Piqué. We'll read them out here on the live chat. Let us know which is your favorite moment. I mean, today is going to be one of them, definitely. Dembele's going to put the cross inside. Let's see if Piqué can get on the receiving end.
Oh,
the header goes over the crossbar. First chance there for Gerard Piqué, Bruno.
Yes, and all the stands with this. Ooh, yeah, almost there. Gerard Piqué with this header in this second corner kick for Barca. We are seeing, really serious Gerard Piqué, really focused on the game. I think he wants to wait until up to the final whistle to start, starting his tribute. But before he wants to win, and he's so focused and concentrated on the game so far.
Yes. All focused on the game, of course. Gerard Piqué in professional until the very end. I just saw a comment from Amani. Have you got it there, Spencer?
Yeah, Amani said, well, because we were talking last time out about the trolls, and Amani said, are there any other live shows like Barca Live? We said there is one for Madrid. So Amani said, I tried watching Madrid's live match center so I could try trolling, but unfortunately they were speaking Spanish and I don't understand.
It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Anyway, I saw a comment there from Eduardo saying, let Piqué take the next penalty as well. I mean, yeah.
Well, it took like long to get the first one in LaLiga.
Yeah, we might not be, that might not happen with Piqué on the pitch anymore. Right, Barca still attacking, looking for a first goal. Piqué. Here's Balde. Balde making a drive forward, back to Dembele. Dembele left footed cross inside. It was a great ball there.
Corner.
was looking for it. Another corner, Bruno.
Is this the third corner?
It is the third corner.
I
Third
would be
corner
perfect.
Second one from the left. Again, Ousmane Dembele, the one who's going to take it. And again, all the eyes on the Spotify Camp Nou on Gerard Piqué.
Okay, here he is again, back in the box. Dembele takes it short with Frankie de Jong. De Jong back to Dembele. Dembele passed to the edge of the box. Ferran Torres tried to give it back.
Easy.
Careful with the counter-attack for Almeria. Barca managed to slow things down. Ramazani trying to run away, and then Piqué pokes it away from him. I was saying also, let us know your Piqué anecdotes in the live chat. Like, for example, where were you when he scored the 6-2 goal? Do you remember where you were watching that game, or where you were when he did the manita? Just a little bit of a live story.
I have one anecdote with Piqué. The first time I saw Piqué playing live, it was in Catalunya, Argentina, in Camp Nou. I was with my dad, and it was the summer that Piqué was coming back to Barça. And I remember he was all shaved, all the hair and everything. And I remember my dad saying, you know which center back we bought? He's super bad, I don't like him and everything. And then LaLiga started, the second match, and my dad was already regretting, this guy is perfect. I don't know what I saw in that match of Catalunya, he's super good and everything. And then my dad became the first dad of Piqué, and that's the first memory that came when I saw Piqué was retiring.
Ooh, little trip there on Pedri. There's going to be a set piece attempt. I think the cross is going to come in, definitely. Looking for Piqué.
It has to come naturally. Oh, wow, they're going to take it quick.
No, there was no cross. There was no cross. 16 minutes played. Barca looking for the opener. Barca looking for the first goal. We've missed a penalty, guys. Very unfortunate. Piqué, long switch. The trademark Piqué, long switch over to Jordi Alba on the left. Oh, De Jong trying to feed Jordi Alba again. After Alba had passed it back to De Jong. High pressure from the Barca players. Alba keeps it in.
Yep.
No, it's a throw-in. Right, throw-in to Almeria. Barca are going to keep up the pressure. We haven't done Luke's prediction. Your dog, Spence.
It's a special Piqué edition.
Oh, okay. Should we go over to the screen again then?
Sure.
Do it on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm over.
Okay.
I'm gone. I'm out. Luke! Tell us what you got, big boy.
We do this in honor of Piqué today, and because it's him, this is how we're gonna do it, okay? Wait. 1, Jose Almeria, wait. But 1, 2, 3 in Barcelona. And that's what we do for Piqué.
You can say it's cheating.
Today.
You can say it's cheating, and you'd be absolutely right.
I've said it's cheating since day one.
No, the rest haven't been, but today it was for Piqué.
I mean, it was an easy choice between 3 balls and 1.
But yeah, between 3 treats, he's going to take the 3 treats. And he also took the 4th one later, but
4 treats.
yeah, he's getting kind of fat.
Okay, set piece opportunity for Barca, 17th minute.
Come on, Luke.
The cross coming in from the right-hand side. Looks like Pedri's going to be the one to deliver. Waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. And here comes short pass by Pedri to Jordi Alba. Alba runs away with the ball. Alba could shoot. The shot by Jordi Alba. Oh, Pacheco chests it away. Ferran picks up the rebound.
Corner.
And the ball goes out for a goal kick, says the referee. Ferran thought it was a corner kick, Bruno.
Yes, it's going to be a goal kick. I don't know if it was the intention there between Pedri and Jordi Alba. I think there was some mistake there on the ball, but in the end it ended really well. The chance and the opportunity for Jordi Alba, really close, surprising Fernando here.
Right, Bruno, by the way, 18th minute, diagnosis, not a very fast-paced start, right? No, Barca are pressuring up high, but we're not creating opportunities frequently.
Yes, I think the way of missing this penalty has been a shame, because it was a good way to start scoring this goal, because I have the feeling that players people here at the Spotify Camp Nou, everyone is like kind of sad and emotional for what's gonna happen after the final whistle. But before, Barça has to do their homework. And yeah, I'm not seeing this atmosphere like supporters or people like really involved in the game. It's people really quiet. There's a silence. Also the players' attitude. Well, let's see if they can score a goal and increase their confidence. Because yeah, it's a night that it's difficult to control these feelings. Absolutely. But yeah, it's important to win for sure.
I think it's one of those tricky games because everyone's thinking more of the tribute to Gerard Piqué, making this moment special. Let's see if Piqué can score. I mean, we've been doing it so far on the show. We're guilty of it as well. Yeah. And you kind of give for granted that Barça are going to win this game because we're second in LaLiga. Almeria are 13th. Careful this cross by Ferran Torres. Another one comes in. Kaiki is going to clear. We go there, we miss the penalty, and you kind of like give it for granted. And these games can get complicated sometimes.
Yeah, but well, I think it's normal. We give it for granted because you got the feeling that today it has to be a perfect day and everything. But also, even though the football hasn't been like super flow, Barça has been dominating this. We haven't seen Marc-André ter Stegen this far, and Almeria hasn't done any much. Like even the opportunities are not there. Barça is dominating the game.
Levy on the edge of the box tried to get into a shooting space, but two defenders closed down. I mean, he does get a corner kick on the right-hand side.
Fourth corner kick for Barça. And let's see now, because there is one player from Almeria who seems to be having problems. Samu now recovering and yeah, getting back his position to defend this corner kick.
Okay. Corner kick for Barça. Dembélé is going to cross it in. 5 Barça players inside the box, 2 on the edge. Dembélé raises his arms. Does that mean that Piqué is going to score? Cross by Dembélé. Piqué was looking for it. Marcos Alonso goes up, contests. Almeria clear. 21 minutes played. Still 0-0 at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Yeah, we've played about a quarter of this game so far, and I think Irati hit the nail on the head when she said that Almeria have been playing defense this entire time.
Oh, defense only.
It's Barça are getting what they want.
Here comes the cross inside.
And Piqué was there again.
Was waiting for it. So was Piqué. Fernando came out and grabbed it. And yeah, obviously the fact that Almeria play with 5 defenders as well. They tried to slow the game down. Crowd the box a lot is making things complicated for Barça. We're trying. We're recovering the ball. Balde's done it now. Here is Dembélé. Dembélé, Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong, left-footed shot on the edge of the box is blocked. Ferran is going to try and recover it. Couldn't quite control the ball. Here's Kaiki. Barça pressing up high today, and that pressure looks very organized today.
Yeah, and also that pressure can be super important because Almeria is just defending with the whole team there. So when they try to attack and you steal the ball in those positions, you get more space just to get clear opportunities.
Nice little move for Dembélé. Ferran had made a nice little run inside the box. The pass through to him was intercepted. Almeria win it back and have a foul in their favor. 22 minutes played. Barça 0, Almeria 0. Barça missed the penalty in the 6th minute. Robert Lewandowski sent it wide, hit the post and sent it wide. After a handball by Kaiki inside the box. Since then, a couple of approximations, I would say, but no real clear chances. The game has been played fully in Almeria's half, right, Bruno?
Absolutely. I mean, it's true that Barça are not in their best, but you already mentioned it in the studio. Not job at all for ter Stegen. Any single approach into the final third for Almeria. Actually, this one can be the first one right now.
Have they had a touch yet? Here we go.
Oh, careful. Here's the ball inside the box. Stegen comes out and grabs it.
Good dangerous.
Pass intended for Largi Ramazani. Barça out on the run. Jordi Alba's got Ferran to his left. There goes Ferran with the support of Lewandowski. Barça waiting for more players to make their way up. Inside pass to Sergio Busquets. Quick. Touched Lewandowski. What a great pass. Good. Here we go. Here we go.
See?
Ferran tries to pass it back.
Oh, they're getting close.
Pass it back to Pedri. Pedri Here, passes on the edge of the box. Oh, Busquets didn't know he had a player behind him. Dispossessed. Wrong moment.
That connection with Ferran was amazing.
That was a great pass by Lewandowski through to Ferran Torres.
And Ferran's angle was really tight.
No, he went for the right option, tried to pass it back to Pedri. Here's another opportunity. Loose ball inside the box. After the Alba cross. Another recovery by Pedri.
Oh, yeah.
Dembele, what a pass. What a pass by Dembele. Another corner kick.
They're getting in behind.
Yeah.
Really easily.
Loads of those nice runs by Ferran Torres in behind the defenders. Frenkie de Jong did it now. Pedri's tried to do it as well. We're managing to catch them. Let's see if we connect on one of them. Corner kick to Barça. It's a great run by Ferran, the previous one. In comes the cross, looking for the far post. Too long. Goal kick. Bruno.
Well, goal kick now for Almeria. 25 minutes in the clock. This atmosphere at the Camp Nou. Fortunately, the team hasn't been able to score that penalty. But, well, I mean, it's true that the game is under control. And now, Team Blaugrana is pressing high. And let's see if they can score this opening goal before halftime. Would be fantastic news.
I was going to ask you, Bruno, that today there's a noticeable difference in the pressure that Barca are applying.
Yeah, absolutely. Pressing really high up front. What a combination now between Dembele and Balde. Great skills from the Frenchman. And careful.
Here is Dembele, inside pass. Pedri. The pass back. Oh! And the clearance.
It's coming. The goal is coming.
Yeah. Barca are managing to get into the box with a lot more ease now. These little passes from outside in, runs in behind the defence, are connecting more and more now, and Barca seem to have found a way in. Here is Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres is going to try and go deep. Ferran, can he try and cross another corner kick?
How many is that now?
I told you if we were, fifth or sixth, right? No, fifth.
I don't remember that many corners in the last games, like that quick.
If we were betting people, I told you.
Well,
Seventh.
Yeah.
Okay, seventh. Okay. If we were betting people, we should have bet on the corners today. Here comes another cross by Ousmane Dembele. Ooh, headed for Piqué. All the balls
all of them are
going in that direction.
Yeah. You could almost use him as a decoy on one of these.
Yeah. Now that you've tried 7 with him.
Right.
Trying to attract the attention with him. Foul by Frenkie de Jong on Ramazzani. Right, Spence, more Piqué love on the screen. We have more comments coming.
So much love. I love the love for Piqué. Let's see what we've got today. Keep it coming. All right. Venkataraman says Copa del Rey winning goal.
Copa del Rey winning goal is not accurate. I think it's the one that sent us through to the extra time in the semi-finals of 2021.
Granada, no?
Against Sevilla, Spotify Camp Nou.
Sevilla, sorry, Granada was the game right afterwards.
That's the comment underneath.
The goal versus Sevilla, iconic. Avijit says the 5-0 over Real Madrid. Jason.
Manita.
The Balrog of Morgoth says the cutting of the goal nets after the finals we won is an iconic trademark, which is something that you take from college basketball in the States. When they go to the Final Four, they cut down the nets, the basketball nets. So when Barça win the LaLiga this year, we'll cut this one down. Play Juice, when he did the 5 goals symbol, Papash. Thank you for everything you've done for us. You are one of the best ever. Thank you for everything, Captain. I think there's a autocorrect in here. You will Walmarts be in our hearts.
Careful. Ramazzani tries to Ter Stegen! The one-on-one between Ramazzani and Ter Stegen, and he solved it. Airplanes right now. What a save by Ter Stegen. It was a bad switch by Frenkie de Jong. Ramazzani intercepted. Went one-on-one with Ter Stegen, and Marc-Andre Ter Stegen saving Barça there and continuing to keep the clean sheet. Fill the live chat with airplanes, please, for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen.
Decisive once again, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Incredible the way how Barca's goalkeeper is performing this season so far. Let's see this corner kick for Almeria now.
Careful here with the corner kick on the right-hand side. In comes the cross. Headed up in the air by Gerard Piqué. Careful, Barca need to get the ball out of here. Lewandowski has pushed, Lewandowski has fouled. Barca do the job.
Fine.
Keep the airplanes coming on the live chat, guys. To Stegen just saved us there. Spence.
Yeah, that was a moment for a second there. Let's talk about Eliassos. I'm 13, so I don't know much about 2009. But I remember 2020-21 when he scored versus Sevilla in the semis of the Copa de España, where he pulled his shirt down and brought us into the final where we won it.
Careful, Jordi Alba, inside cross, corner kick, right, Spence.
And finally, Sophie Jackson says Piqué's debut and diving header.
Diving header, which one was the diving header?
There was a diving header goal that I saw yesterday when I was watching all the goals, but I can't remember who it was against.
I can't remember it, but anyway, I'm sure it's there. Careful, Frankie De Jong making a run inside. Ferran Torres has space to shoot. Ferran! Oh, the shot saved on the line. Ferran nearly scores the opener there for Barca.
That defender
Almost.
there.
That was a great effort, though.
It was a great effort, and it's one of those that we call, Bruno, the pizarra, right? That was drawn up on the board by our specialists in corner tactics.
Absolutely. Barca, I think, are better in this kind of corner kicks than the normal ones. Let's see another chance.
Here is Dembélé through to Balde. Balde takes it to his left. We've seen him cross with his right a couple of times already. Dembélé tries to play it through to Pedri. Pedri makes the run. Goes outside the box and passes back to Ousmane Dembélé. Can he go deep? No. Dembélé dispossessed. Dembélé fouls. And Almeria win the ball back on the half-hour mark. By the way, guys, keep the Piqué messages coming. We'll read more of them out. I want to know your memories. I want to know your favorite things about Gerard Piqué. What do you like about him as a player? As a scorer, as a defender? As a Blaugrana, what do you like about him? Send in your comments on the live chat. I also want to know, where is the support coming from today?
Oh, we still got to get the map.
Phil, we need still, we'll do that like as a Christmas present for us.
World Cup.
World Cup, exactly. Seems fitting. Fill the live chat with flags from the flags of your countries. Let us know where you're watching us from. Where are you saying farewell to Gerard Piqué from? Lots of flags, I imagine, will come in today because we've got a very active live chat today.
Danny says, I want people from Spain. But
we've got lots of people watching from Spain.
Yeah, we usually do. Slovakia from Maria.
No, it's Slovenia that Alia is.
No. Maria is from Slovakia.
And Alia is from Slovenia.
And Alia is from Slovenia.
Yeah.
I would like to learn more about the differences of those two countries because all I know right now is that one of them is with a K and one is with a V.
I think the only thing they have in two things they have in common. One is that they're in the continent of Europe, and the other one is that they start with slow.
They start with slow. Monstra from the Netherlands, Leo Gaming from Pakistan. So I've got Amani from the UK.
I see countries and not flags though.
Antonella from Argentina. A lot of people are going to be rooting for Argentina coming up pretty soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have our updated version. That's why we don't have the flags on our screen, but we do have them on the chat, right?
Poland, yeah, I see them on the chat. Poland from Anusiak. Egypt from Bishoy. Poland again, Marta.
Careful, Jordi Alba. De Jong inside the box. De Jong back out to Alba. Here's Busquets, tries to pass it back to Alba. Alba tries to leap up and set it up for a couple of teammates in the middle.
Ooh, shout out Robbie Lohman, Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh.
That's like a completely different country, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, great
It's great
place.
that they have Wi-Fi there.
They've got stuff there. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Amazon delivery truck only comes once a week or something. But yeah, but they have things. Do you go bobsledding or not bobsledding? Iditarod racing, like with Huskies doing the dog sleds. Tell us.
Yeah. What was his name?
His name was Robbie Lohman.
Robbie from Alaska.
Yeah.
Tell us what it's like to support Barca from Alaska.
Matias del Valle Perez, Santo Domingo. That's the Dominican, I believe.
Yeah.
Dominican Republic. Kevin McCleve.
Whoa.
Kevin McCleve. Where do you think Kevin McCleve is from?
Scotland.
That's exactly right.
We need to get a map. We need to get a map, and we're going to pin down every country that our viewers are from. lots of viewers today to say farewell to Gerard Piqué. Careful because Barca are attacking.
That's it! Oh!
That was the one.
So
He had
close.
one like this the other day. The cross by Jordi Alba, who's doing very well today. And Ferran might have been just offside.
It was
Got
close.
his
Be worth a second look.
tip of his boot to it. And couldn't quite send it into the back of the net. Right, 34th minute. Bruno, you can smell it coming, right?
You can smell it, but we haven't been able yet to score this goal. I have to say that the clearest chance has been that one where Almeria defenders save it on the line. It has been incredible because this was a goal for Barça for sure, and yep, they save it in an incredible way. That one, but yeah, the Blaugranas are there, pressing, having the chances. The good news is that Almeria are not arriving. However, Barça has to be careful with this kind of mistakes, with losing balls in that midfield part, because then these transitions and these one-to-ones can be dangerous. But yeah, let's see, 10 minutes remaining before going to the halftime. The Blaugranas with the game under control, but they need this goal.
And Spotify Camp Nou trying to encourage the team, singing the Un Día de Partido song.
See, I think it will be really important to score before the halftime.
It would be very important to score before halftime. Will Barca score before halftime? Yes, no, I hope. I hope it's not a real answer. Go yes or no, commit. We only have it on there because we need to have three possible answers for the graphics. Careful because Ferran trips over inside the box. Jordi Alba tries to put another cross inside. Will Barca score before halftime, guys? I have full confidence that we will. I think it's going to be Ferran Torres as well. Here is Jordi Alba trying to run away with the ball. He's going to get a throw-in favour of Barca.
How many shots do you think Barca have so far?
Shots?
9.
Well, we have
nine.
the stat right below us here. So
Oops, yeah, I forgot that existed. My bad.
9 shots, 2.
Good job, I think you got that one right.
I was counting.
Yeah.
35 minutes. Come on, guys. We need a goal. We need a goal. Here's Balde back to Pedri. Pedri through to Dembele. Dembele hesitating, controlling. Pedri. Oh. We don't know what that was intended for.
Just want to give a little bit more love to some of the other countries.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Because
yeah,
we might as well. First of all, Alia has chimed in.
Yeah.
With on the Slovenia-Slovakia.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alia says Slovenia is the best and most beautiful country. You should really visit it. Which I agree. I'd like to go. I heard there's heard there's good skiing in Slovenia. Let's see. MRB, Afghanistan, Bulgaria, like Stoichkov from Preso.
Good old Risto.
Sensei Pepinito says Mexico.
Like Rafa Marquez?
Like Rafa Marquez.
Like Rafa Marquez.
Like our former graphic designer Chume, who got married this week. Felicidades, Chume. For that wedding, which our director Diego Cano went to, and he's now here, and he's a little bit jet lagged, but he's doing well. Crossed by Pedri into the hands of Fernando. And oh yeah, and our floor manager, who's here sometimes as well, Joanne Gonzalez, he also went to that wedding. And he's still in Mexico. I wonder what he's doing right now. We got anyone else, Spence?
I see Montenegro from Teodora, who apparently was Uros last time. Shout out. India. Always
Albania.
India. Tanzania.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia. It's full today. Australia. It's full. Portugal. Ireland.
I've got a freaky little one here. So, people from the countries that have never had a player from their country represent Barca. Which player from your country should have worn a Barca shirt at some point?
Oh.
Or could now.
Or could now.
Teach,
yeah.
you know.
We're going to need a new centre-back. Which centre-back from your country would you send? Like, I don't think we've ever had a Slovenian player, right?
I can check, but
we've never had an Albanian player, I don't think. Oh no, we did. Remanesh. But he didn't technically play for the first team.
He was Albanian?
Was he
Takalakovic for basketball team, Slovenia?
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, but then if you put the handball, the basketball, and everything,
if we start mixing in the other sports, we've got people from everywhere. Reimanaj.
I'm going to check.
Did I just get it wrong? Was he from Macedonia or was he?
Albania.
Albania, right? Albania.
Yes.
Yeah. I got it right initially. I was doubting myself there. Right, 38th minute. Pedri. The people from the countries that we've already had players from can also chime in. Like, which player from your country now would you like to have play for Barca? Long ball by Dembele. Jordi Alba couldn't get to it. Goal kick. Bruno Barça had a little rush there in which it looked like we were marauding around the Fernando goal and had a couple of good opportunities, but now we seem to be stuck again.
Yes, they're not having patience. I think the players trying to find difficult passes. We are seeing many losses of the ball in this kind of difficult passes. Let's build up, work, take time. We still have many, of course, minutes to go. And build the moves and be patient. Let's see Ferran.
Let's see Ferran, the pass by Lewandowski. Ferran, go Ferran. To Dembele. The header by Dembele, and what a spectacular save by Fernando. I mean, if he was our keeper, we'd be asking for the airplanes right now on the live chat. What a save there by Fernando.
The goal's coming.
Generous.
The goal's
to find
coming.
Dembele. And Dembele tried to head it in.
Yeah, generous for him because he could just take it for himself.
What a chance for Barca. Fernando with a fantastic save. Here is Dembele again. Dembele cuts in, almost scored right now. Past Pedri inside, Frankie de Jong, 1-2. Pedri tried to connect with Lewandowski. Busquets is going to win it back. Can Balde get to the ball? Yes, he can. Here's the cross by Balde. Can Levy get to the header? Oh, it's wide. It's off. And Barca, just as we said, we were stuck again. A couple of good opportunities, Bruno.
Yes, after saying that Barca were suffering a little bit, these two really good chances have arrived. From my point of view, I think Ferran does it really well because the option of Dembele is a really good one, but Fernando is outstanding. And right now, good cross from Alejandro Balde, Lewandowski, almost there. People really angry with Fernando, who is of course taking his time and he's enjoying so far a brilliant night at the Spotify Camp Nou, Almeria's goalkeeper.
Right. We just saw the replay, and it's not the best of headers by Dembele, who heads it straight at Fernando waiting at an open goal. Dembele's just been booked, by the way, but for a foul on Kaiki. As Kaiki recovers, Spence, let's do one more round of comments before halftime.
Okay, sounds good. I got a couple of good ones for people playing as well.
Oh, okay.
But I'll get there. Let's see what we have here. All right, Theodora. That's what we were saying before. Udo's from last time. Watching on my brother's phone. A lot of love from Montenegro.
Oh, nice.
Okay, this one I saw earlier, and it's pretty funny. Gene Star. He visto muchos comentaristas en los juegos, programas más aburridos, pero ustedes son las personas más tranquilas comentando el juego. Verte se siente como una silla de la playa mirando el océano. So, roughly
we're very calm. We're soothing.
Roughly translated, we're super calm during the game. I could see you as if you were sitting on the beach, in a chair on the beach watching the ocean.
It depends on what happens in the game. Yeah. I mean, if it gets exciting, we get excited.
I don't know if that's like a dig or a compliment or
I don't know. I just found it funny. I read
really
it.
Not sure, but I do find it funny. Monstra said we want the 3-minute recap for number 3, PK.
Well, unfortunately, I did ask Sarah if she could do it today, but she's not there as a social media host today. She is there as a fan.
Okay. Well, good for her then. At least she gets to enjoy it.
Yep.
We got a corner, no?
We got a corner. Yeah. Let's do the corner. 42nd minute. Let's see if we can get a goal before half time. Corner from the left-hand side. In comes the cross by Dembele. Lewandowski heads it into the hands of Fernando, who's going to try and play it out quick. No. Right, Spence.
All right, Lubango says, I can't stop crying. You know what? Get your emotions out. I get it. And Max says, I just bought a painting with 2 kids looking over Camp Nou with a PK jersey on and one with a Messi jersey. It's in black and white, and it's incredible. This is where I wish we could get some photos to the
We're working on it. We'll get there. We're working on a system where the fans can send us some of the photographs. Right. Come on. Let's get a goal before half-time, guys. Let's get a goal before half-time. Here is Frankie de Jong with a run. Ferran. Can't get it past Fernando again. What a first half there for Almeria's keeper. And then the ball bounced off of Ferran again, and it went out for a goal kick. Frankie de Jong making the run forward. Ferran trying to put it underneath the keeper, but did very well.
He had no other option.
No,
In
I think
trying
the
that.
passing lane wasn't there for him because Chumi cuts it off. I think Lewandowski wanted the pass back. We're seeing a lot of time wasting, by the way, from Fernando, who's having an outstanding first half. Bruno.
Yes, Fernando again taking his time. We're just 1 minute away from half-time. Well, knowing the stoppage time. Well, not many things happen. The VAR action, probably 1 minute, will be added. Let's see. Final seconds for Barça to try and go for the first goal. Another counter-attack now.
Another attack for Barça. Here is Ferran Torres on the left. He's having a good first half, just hasn't been able to score. Jordi Alba was overlapping him. Ferran decided to play it back in.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving, guys. Come on, a goal before half-time would be ideal. There's Frenkie de Jong. Out wide, Alba. Frenkie again. Okay. Inside pass to Balde. He's getting forward quite a lot in today's game. Balde. Back to Pedri, and here's Dembele, who almost lost the ball. Managed to keep it. 40th minute. How much time, Bruno? 2 minutes?
2 minutes, yeah, 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Okay. Inside pass, Lewandowski. Lewandowski's going to turn and pass to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong dispossessed inside the box, tries to keep the pressure up. Barça going to win it back. Frenkie de Jong has it again. Frenkie back to Busquets. Balde.
Well done.
Wide Dembele. Go Dembele. Cross by Dembele. Inside. Another interception, another clearance.
They're playing really good defense today.
They are playing very good defense, Almeria. Lots of bodies inside the box. Barça are getting close.
I was waiting because there was 2 minutes is too few, no? There was a VAR revision.
Yeah. Careful. And we have another opportunity here. Jordi Alba on the left. You can put the cross inside.
No!
Saved on the line
I
again
can't
by
believe.
Fernando.
I
And
can't
Barça are having the
believe.
chances late in this first half. Just can't put it past this guy. Fernando Bruno is having the game of his life.
It sometimes happens. I mean, at Spotify Camp Nou, these kind of goalkeepers, if they know they will have many tasks and job to do, and in this case, Fernando is absolutely brilliant. I mean, it was a soft header from Pedri. We have also to say it, but yeah, another good action from Fernando. And careful now with Almeria.
Careful now with Almeria. Attacking down the right-hand side. The cross inside. Careful.
Piqué.
Balde is going to be able to clear. No, Balde can't win the ball back. Oof. Careful. Almeria still attacking. Melito trying to get inside the box. Now Lewandowski has it after Barca's attempt to clear. He can pass it to Pedri, and Barca have the final few
Hit
seconds
Ferran. Hit
to try and
Ferran.
attack. Here is Ferran down the middle. Ferran. The pass out wide to Frenkie de Jong. A final chance for Barca in this first half. Frenkie, can he try and cross it in? He's got Dembele on the edge of the box. Here is Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie. Oh, the save by Fernando.
Get it in.
A
Get it
rebound
in.
for Balde. Balde with the long-range shot, and it's going to go high up. And the first half ends here. What an end to the first half. Frenkie de Jong with a final opportunity. Barca's putting their foot on the gas late in this first half, but unable to score, right? It's 0-0 at halftime in this match day 13 against Almeria. A dangerous one. We said it before. We were all focused on giving Piqué the best send-off possible, on the tribute, on Piqué having a wonderful last night at Spotify Camp Nou, but the game is important as well. Needs to try and win. 0-0. Barca created the opportunities, missed the penalty, haven't been able to score. Did you like the first half, guys? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Let us know on the live chat. Did you like it or did you dislike it? Irati Vidal.
In general, I like it because Barca was having the ball, Barca was creating. Like, I would be worried if you are 0-0 and you don't create chances, but the chances were there, and it's just that last touch to the ball that is missing, and also the goalkeeper that is performing really well. So I think if we keep insisting this way, Barca will find that goal.
Yeah, that was a very entertaining first half. It's a full-on thumbs up. It's just a bevy of chances being generated. And if they continue that way, yeah, they will score. And a quick shout out to just FR34R. I am an Afghanistan player playing for Utrecht under 19. I can play center back, center defensive mid. I really want to replace Busquets Barcelona one day. Hey, go get him, man.
We'll try and pass on your information.
Go get him. Go get him.
We'll try and pass on the information. Right, for me, it's a thumbs up as well. We've created the opportunities. We've had the penalty. Should have scored. Fernando's making some good saves. I think if we continue to attack this way, this should end up being a Barca win and a fabulous last game at the Spotify Camp Nou for Gerard Piqué. Right, as always, halftime, we're going to leave you with a little bit of entertainment with Spencer's halftime quiz. Let's go.
Piqué ready? Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas. I have to say, I am a little bit hungry. All right, you know what this halftime quiz is about. This is actually a very easy halftime quiz to create, but that doesn't mean it gets any easier. And so if you want to go 5 for 5, you got to work for it. All right, so if you do get the first couple right, let us know, and then get your answers in quick if I call you out. If you've gone 2 for 2, 3 for 3, because I'm not going to wait around for you, okay? Let's start with question number 1 on our Gerard Piqué halftime quiz. Now, I'm going to let all of you get your answers in here. I'm not going to take too long on this, but let's start with question 1. What is Gerard Piqué's number? I'm hoping that everybody gets this right. Is it 2, 3, 4, or 5? You can answer A, B, C, D. You can answer 2, 3, 4, 5. I think everybody knows the answer to this. I'm going to go ahead and assume that everybody is going to start 1 for 1. In fact, I'm only going to read out a wrong answer if I see it. But so far, I haven't seen a single wrong answer except for Krishna, who says 4. Whoops. Sorry, Krishna. You've been singled out as... Yeah, you're wrong on that one, Krishna. Shout out to everybody else who got it right. Yes, it's 3. Okay, we can move on now. Everybody's 1 for 1, all right? That's your gimme. That's a freebie. Let's go to question number 2. What other numbers, or number singular, has he worn in his career? So what other number or numbers has he worn in his career? Is it 18, 19, 28, or all of the above? This is with professional teams. Okay, now get your answers in. I will be looking. We're seeing some of the answers roll in from before. Dingus says 28. I've got D's coming in from Stefan. Let's see, who else? Robin says C, Carlos says B, Cricket says D, Stefan and Cricket, Jakub says D, Devjit says D, Ardit says D. Most of you are on this one. Most of you have this. And sometimes it's not all of the above when all of the above is out there, but in this case, yes. Yes, it is all of the above. He wore 18 with Zaragoza in the 06-07 season. Then the next year he wore 19 with Manchester United. Before that, when he was playing sparingly and in the youth ranks, he was number 28 for United as well. So all of the above. So a lot of you are 2 for 2, which means now you have to get the next 3 right. So this is where I want you to mentally record. If you get the next one, start knowing if you're 3 for 3 and be honest with me, okay? All right, question 3. How many games did Barca lose in which Piqué scored a goal? So, he scored, was it 52 goals with Barca? So, of the 52 goals that he scored in 51 games, how many of those games did Barca lose? Was it none of those games, 2 of those games, 5 of those games, or 8 of those games? A, B, C, D. AC Music says 2. Nahuel says B. Michael says A. Yasser says A. Stefan says B. Eternal Gamers says B. Alexija
Hola.
says
Santi,
D. Robin says A. Anna says A. Max says I hope 0. Joanna says B. Dingus says 0. Charlie Barça says A. Ariel A. A lot of A's coming in. A lot of answers here. Hugo says B. It's so hard to keep up with you. You're all doing so great and participating. I love you all. Let's see the answer. Two is the answer. He did it in a Clásico, and he did it in a game, the game against Celta, where he scored twice. They lost that game, strangely enough. All right, if you are 3 for 3 after this one, if you get it right, I want to know. All right, I'll do a little pause between question 4 and question 5. You got to tell me if you're 4 for 4. Here's question 4. How many of Piqué's 52 goals that he scored for Barça went down officially as a game-winning goal for the club? Is it 6, 12, 19, or 27 of those 52 goals? So how many of the goals that he scored ended up being an official game winner? Game winners are classified a little bit differently than you might expect, because if it's the goal that ends up giving them more goals than the other team, that's your game winner, right? If they were up 4-0 and then the other team scored 3 goals, that 4th goal is actually the game winner. So I see Roland says A, Urje says B, Jesus CH says D, Siddharth says A, Michael says B12, Ariel says C19, Angelica says B, Jahim says A, Ariel I saw C, Karelia A, Stefan says C, I believe Stefan, Carolina says C. Stefan is the name that I've been seeing the most, and I like that you repeat throwing your answer in there. It helps me see it easier. But I believe Stefan, who said C, and who's going to be right, I believe Stefan is 4 for 4. Stefan, if that's the case, let me know, because we're going to do this going into question 5. I believe Stefan is 4 for 4. Let's see the right answer. It is, in fact, 19 of those goals. Like I said, if it was a 2-0 game and then the other team scored 1, it was whoever scored the second goal. So Piqué scored 19 game-winning goals for Barça, maybe 20 by the end of this game. You'll never know. Stefan, I'm looking at you, okay? I believe you're 4 for 4. So let's see question 5. How many shots on target does Piqué have in his career in La Liga? I can see Robert's head just spinning, thinking, what is the right answer here? Is it 40, 55, 75, or 98? A, B, C, or D? Stefan, I am waiting for your answer. I'm looking for you, buddy, because this could be a historic 5 for 5 type of performance on Piqué's retirement day. No less. I see Angelica with D. Larry says C. Drusia says A. Roland says B. I have not yet seen Stefan's answer. Stefan is thinking about it. Stefan has buzzed in with the answer of B. Stefan thinks it's 55. I'll read out a few other answers here. Michael says D. A Lil Kool-Aid says D. Charlie Barça says C, 75. Maria says A, B, C, D. That doesn't work. FIFA Bot says I failed my driver's test and I had 2 questions left. Robert, what do you think?
How many shots on target? Sorry, you have to read it out.
How many shots on target does Piqué have in his career in La Liga? 40, 55, 75, or 98?
55.
He says 55. And that was what our man responded to try and go 5 for 5, whose name is escaping me. I apologize. There are so many names, but I'll find it here somewhere. Stefan. But no, you're both wrong. The answer is 98 shots on target in La Liga. That's 99 in total because he had 1 with Manchester United. So he's 1 shot on target away from 100 for his professional career. You might get it tonight. We'll see. I'm sorry, Stefan, you went 4 for 5. That deserves a round of applause, though. Everybody give it up for Stefan, okay? Well done. Well done. Good job. 4 for 5 is respectable. You got close. It's not easy to do.
Well done. Okay, let's get back to it with the game. Let's connect with Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, who was the best player of the first half for you? We're giving the fans 3 options, Jordi Alba, Ferran, and Piqué, because we're going to give Piqué as an option for everything tonight.
But Robert, I think he deserves honestly to be in that ranking in these options, not just because he's retiring. He has been really solid in defense, also with some options in the corner kicks, and has played a pretty good first half. Gerard Piqué, although I have to pick one from these three players, I'd probably go for Jordi Alba. Really solid in the left, creating many problems with fantastic crosses to all the Almeria defense. So yeah, I think Jordi Alba has been the best one. Ferran Torres really involved. We like to see him involved. Unfortunately, not with a goal yet, but let's see if in the second half we see it. There was not many movement at halftime in terms of players of Barça warming up, so we can expect the same 11 to start in the second half. And we have the attendance of today's game, 92,605 fans today here at the Spotify Camp Nou. Incredible numbers for all the culés that are here today. They want to say goodbye to Gerard Piqué. Let's see if with a good win and then with all the tributes after the final whistle. But yes, fantastic, a great answer from all the members and the fans from FC Barcelona. 92,605 fans today at the Spotify Camp Nou.
That is an amazing number, Bruno. Let's hope that they can all celebrate a fan. Let's hope. And a reminder, we're going to be here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Barça TV Plus after the game, showing you all the action at Spotify Camp Nou, all that tribute from Gerard Piqué. Right. Before the second half starts, last week, you'll remember we mentioned that Spencer was going somewhere on Sunday after the game. So Barça played on Saturday night. Lewandowski gave us that late win.
Valencia victory, top of the table.
Top of the table.
For a moment.
For a moment, yeah, tied at points with Real Madrid. And the next day, Spence, you went to?
I went to Madrid because I'm trying to take points off of Real Madrid.
You're trying to be our talisman, our good luck charm. Let's take a look at Spencer's experience in Madrid last Sunday and how that went.
What's up, Barca Live crew? I am here in a construction zone. It's a very busy What's that? I'm sorry. I'm being told I'm where? I'm at the Santiago Bernabéu. All right. Well, the goal is to steal some points today off of this club. I don't even want to be seen with it. So let's go do that. Vamos Girona. Oi, let's go. All right, folks. Right there in yellow, they're wearing the Catalan flag second kits today. Those are our champions. Halftime, like I said, slowly but surely, pressure, pipes not bursting, everything's okay. 0-0, let's keep this rolling. We did it.
Mission complete, mission accomplished, Spence. We sent you to Madrid.
Yes, sir.
To try and take away some points. It was a draw.
Yes, sir. We'll take
I think
it.
it's a lot more than we could have expected.
And
that Real Madrid were top of the table and Girona was struggling.
I mean, I went to that game fully expecting Madrid to win, but I will absolutely take the result. And it's just as big of a point for Girona as it is dropping 2 points for Madrid. It was great on all ends.
Guys, on the live chat, a round of applause for Spence for managing to help Girona with his support to a 1-1 draw at the Bernabeu. And I mean, there's a clear question. Should we do it again? Should we send Spence to another Real Madrid game and hope that Real Madrid drop more points? Which game should we send Spence to next? Is it the next one that they're going to play, the Rayo Madrid game on Monday, on Thursday? Back to the Bernabeu for Madrid-Cádiz? Or after the break? Should we wait for after the break for everything to cool down and send you to Valladolid on the 31st of December?
Yikes. None of those quite seem like resort destinations, if you ask me.
No. I mean, Rayo's in Madrid. I mean, you can go back there.
Yeah. Maybe we'll save it for a big game.
Maybe they'll drop points.
But maybe for a big game that we need later this year, you know? Like, we can't expect them to drop all of them.
Do you believe that Spence is the good luck charm for Barca and that we should send him to more stadiums where Real Madrid is playing? That is the question. Is he the Barca Live good luck charm? Because we could try and put pressure on our bosses and fund his trips to.
I'm ready. Or
to
like,
Real Madrid
I'll split the bill. It's fine.
Let's head back to the couches, Spence, because second half has started, guys. And Barca are in possession. Bruno, I don't know if you saw that, but Spence, the good luck charm, sending him to Madrid. Girona get a draw. Also, let us know, no substitutions. Who's warming up?
Yes, no, impressive Spence there in a really tough game for Girona. Incredible win, incredible job from Spence. Okay, let's start with Almeria. They've made 2 substitutions. Baptistao and Kaiki coming off. Surprise Kaiki, because has been the one saving the goal on the line and the best one for me in defense for Almeria. He, saw a yellow card, so probably has been one of the reasons. He has been replaced for Babic and Baptistao for Sousa up front. Barca, no changes, but the first one who starts warming up is Ansu Fati, now receiving a huge ovation, and also Rafinha, the Brazilian.
Okay, we do want to ask you.
A third one, who is
Gavi?
Gavi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruno, we're asking the fans, who would you like to see in this second half? Ansu Fati, Rafinha, or Pablo Torre, or is it Gavi? I don't know. Who would you like to see?
It's Gavi, yeah, the one warming up, but yeah, you can.
Yeah, no, we're asking.
Okay,
who would you like to see? You, Bruno?
Yes, Ansu Fati. I think little by little he's recovering back his best level. He needs the minutes, I think, also to continue winning this confidence, and I'll go with Ansu Fati. Yes.
I'll go with Ansu as well. Barca have a corner kick, another one.
Shocker.
Yeah. In this second half, Dembele's going to cross it in. Come on. Here comes the cross by Ousmane Dembele, looking for the Piqué header. Managed to get his head to it. Not enough power on that. And Fernando picked it up. Careful now, because Almeria are trying to counter-attack with Ramazzani chasing it. Balde with him. Ramazzani trips over, and Balde runs away with the ball.
Tripped over himself.
Good effort, Alejandro Balde. Round of applause.
There's just one quick comment, just one small one. Nick Run 23 says send him to Antarctica.
Wait a minute, is Dembele getting inside the box? Dembele,
Goal.
Ousmane Dembele! What a finish! Putting it into the back of the net. Dembele, then Almeria.
Vamos!
Vamos! Barca with the early goal in the second half, and it's Ousmane Dembele. Fill the live chat with mosquitoes, guys, to celebrate this Ousmane Dembele goal. Fantastic strike with his left foot. Cool as a cucumber. It was a great switch by Sergio Busquets over to the right. Dembele runs for it and drives inside. Goes past 2 defenders and calmly tucks it into the back of the net. Cool as a cucumber. Bruno, Ousmane Dembele gives Barca the lead.
Yes, the goal is confirmed. There was no offside, so 4th goal for Ousmane Dembele in the league after the one he scored against Athletic Club, Cádiz and Real Sociedad today. 4th goal for him, improving his registers in terms of scoring goals for Barca. 5 in total this season with the one he scored in the Champions League. So important goal for Ousmane Dembele, and what a brilliant pass also from Sergio Busquets. Finding Dembele absolutely alone on the right. Really important goal for Barca, and for this big day that has to be the one of the last match day and the last football game for Gerard Piqué in the Spotify Camp Nou.
Oh, here goes Balde. Accelerating, Balde trying to go deep. The ball taken away from him in the end, but he still pressures. Now Akieme on the left. Appreciation, please, guys, for Ousmane Dembele. Fill the live chat with mosquitoes. I want mosquitoes on the live chat. Let's go and find them.
Or sleeping emojis.
Yeah. I had a mosquito in my room the other night, which
that's so annoying.
Wouldn't let me sleep, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't see it.
Yeah,
Careful. Then De Jong through to Lewandowski.
Those ones that when you open the light, there's nothing, and then when you close it.
I just saw it for a second, but then I lost sight of it. But every time I went to sit inside,
You know what happened to me this summer? It happened the same, and I decided to change room, and I said I go to the other, and he followed me, and he was in the other room. It was a nightmare.
It's one of the worst things, definitely. And on in the scale of careful, Busi through to Ferran trying to look for the opening. Ferran is going to try and set up the opportunity for Lewandowski. Rebound, Ferran again. Ferran back to Frenkie de Jong. Ooh. De Jong tried to feed the ball inside the box. Lewandowski was going for it. Babic was the one who was defending that action. Lewandowski thought like he was pulled down. I see Leo Gaming saying, I don't have it, the mosquito emoji. I think we have it.
It's on the YouTube chat. It's not in your normal emoji chat, I believe.
No?
I think so.
Yeah, if you Google, if you write down.
Look for the animals.
Yeah.
You look for the animals.
It's all Google. It's all the same thing.
It's all the same.
Okay.
I got it. Lots of mosquitoes in there. There we go.
Buzz.
Just did it. Mosquito emojis for Ousmane Dembélé. Here is Jordi Alba. Barca looking for a second.
There is two kinds of mosquitoes.
Ferran, Alba with a cross inside. Lewandowski looking for the header. More from Barca. Here's Jordi Alba again. The cross blocked. I was saying before, on the scale of... I won't be able to finish because Lewandowski wins it back now after a bad back pass by Almeria. Ferran couldn't quite get himself into a position to shoot and control the ball. Here is Dembélé again. Dembélé is going to try and cut to his right.
How important that was,
with the
that goal.
It was very important to score.
In that moment, because after all the saves of the goalkeeper and everything, it was really important to start the second half with those feelings.
So I was just saying, there was a little bit of a penalty on Robert Lewandowski.
It was a tug.
It was a tug. It was a little bit more than a tug. It was like an embrace from behind by Babic. The thing is, I don't think Lewandowski was ever going to get to that pass by Frenkie de Jong, but still, I mean...
And two penalties in the
We've seen more given for less.
Yeah. So I was... let's see if I can finish now. Just trying to say, mosquito buzzing in the middle of the night and not letting you sleep. Right. In the tier of non-consequential things in life is one of the worst.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's for me, it's like that and having a salad that's got red peppers in it.
No, for me, it's having a salad that has that weird purple lettuce in it.
Oh yeah.
What's even the point of that?
And sweet corn. Why do you put that in?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
The purple thing. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the ones with...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know now.
This gross one. Ugh. Awful. Purple cabbage.
The sweet corn I can't take. What I can't take is olives, but I think it's just me that I'm weird.
Yeah, but
with
olives
that.
you can just put to a side. But yeah, no, mosquitoes buzzing in the middle of the night is definitely
I think that's one of the
one thing. I think noisy neighbors as well.
I had one that thought he was a good DJ or he was practicing to be a DJ or something, and he was horrible the whole day, and he was touching the same song all the day around until 2 in the morning, and it just moved.
Yeah.
As long as the mosquito doesn't bite you.
No,
but
I wish
it's
it would
the
bite
sound
me.
around
I wish
here.
it would. If it starts buzzing around your ear, I end up slapping myself trying to get it. The amount of times I've slapped myself in the middle of that, it's like bang.
I can picture that.
Out of frustration. I mean, I couldn't find it the other day, so what I had to do was turn on the light in the middle of the night and just sleep with the light on. Careful, Lewandowski fouled on the edge of the box. The referee says no.
Nothing?
Barca win the ball back. So yeah, let's close the book on that. But yeah, in the end, I had to sleep with the light on, just so that the mosquito would be attracted to the light.
Oh, you really went all out.
It was turning into a nightmare, to be honest. It was making me start. It was starting to make me feel sick. You know when you can't sleep and you get all anxious.
I've been
Because
there.
when you close the light is when you start like listening to it, and when you open the light, you suddenly don't listen to anything.
Because it
don't
goes
see
and
any-
hides somewhere. Anyway.
Gene Star says, and the DJ didn't have headphones?
It doesn't. I don't think so, because it was all in my room, and I think he was practicing just all in my room. You know.
It's tough.
Anyway, what I would say is that
this mosquito is acceptable.
This
Yeah.
mosquito is acceptable, but he's
I think the defenders had the
he's a
same
pain in the
feeling.
butt for the people who defend him.
Yeah.
Just as that mosquito the other night was a pain in the butt for me. Right, careful, here's Barça. Attacking, Frankie de Jong driving the ball forward. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba couldn't quite make progress there. Barça still in possession. Bruno, the game has quietened down a little bit after the... Well, no, wait a minute, because Dembélé has the ball again and passes to Balde. Come to you in a second, Bruno. Let's see what comes of this.
Oh.
Dembélé trying to dribble past Kieme, loses it. Right, yeah, I was saying we've had an opportunity, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yes, and it's just one goal of difference. That, of course, is not a huge advantage. But let's see. Jordi Alba now in the left, moving the ball. We have a record today at the Spotify Camp Nou. Let's see this cross, first of all.
Cross by Ferran Torres, looking for Alejandro Balde at the far post.
Yes, and a record because today is the best attendance of the season with 92 fans, 92,605 fans. It's a better attendance than the one against Inter that was on the top with 92, also 1,000, but 302. So, well, also a record day today for the farewell of Gerard Piqué.
And Piqué defending well here now, recovering the ball in front of Largi Ramazani. Good defending.
Big recovery.
Piqué. Now Alba
Good
gonna
ball.
play a long ball through to Dembélé.
See?
Gets past the keeper.
Venga.
Dembélé, can he score? Dembélé, what are you doing, boy?
There was no keeper.
Oh, there was no keeper there. He just tried to make it too pretty.
Just shoot.
I mean, he's ambidextrous. He can shoot with both feet. Careful now. An opportunity for Almeria. Jordi Alba defending. Marcos is going to try and clear. Marcos clears. And it's a good job there that Barça managed to get the ball out of the box. Now the control by Sergio Busquets was good. What a chance by Dembélé. But Bruno, he tried to make it too pretty, right?
Yes, too pretty because he was in front of the goalkeeper. The opportunity was an amazing one for Dembélé, almost there scoring a brace. But well, Barça getting close to this second goal that of course would help a lot to be calmer and confirming little by little this match. Let's see, because there is some movement in the sideline. Oscar Hernandez chatting with one of the physical trainers, giving some instructions, and it's going to be Ansu Fati, the first player that will come on for Barça.
Pedri, Balde. Now Dembélé. Frankie de Jong lets the ball roll. Here is Sergio Busquets. Busquets couldn't quite see the passing lane, had to hang on to the ball a little bit too long and was fouled ultimately. A shame there, because it felt like there was an opening, but Busquets didn't see it. Fouled by Samu.
Samu Costa displeased. He thought he got a lot of the ball.
Right, chance at the set piece for Barça. We've got a replay there. Dembélé does very well after the great pass by Jordi Alba. You just need to shoot there.
I think he was trying to be more like in the center because there were two defenders there, but
Even if you hit it off,
he's trying to shoot with his left.
Even if you hit it off the defender with your right foot, it probably ricochets and goes in.
Right. Anyway, it's in the past now. Let's have a chance at the
someone
set piece.
said that there was going to be a goal kick, a free kick goal today.
No, it's Tuesday. Osasuna.
Oh, Dembélé there with a delivery that wasn't optimal. Right, Bruno, you said there was movement on the sidelines.
Yes, Ansu Fati is ready. He's ready to come on. Now we've also seen a conversation between Alejandro Balde and Xavi Hernandez. Let's see if the entrance of Ansu Fati also changes something in the system, or he just replaces a natural winger like Ferran or Dembélé, that are the two that are playing on that position. The interruption right now, but Barça want to still wait to make this substitution.
and the ball went out of play. And as players do, Piqué picked it up because it was Almeria who were going to get possession and ran away with it for a second. And I just got me thinking, he can get a yellow today. It doesn't matter. Pick up a caution. Why not?
Right, throw into Barça. Bruno, substitution.
Now, the substitution, it's going to be Ferran Torres, the one who is going to come off, and Ansu Fati coming on. Ovation for Ferran Torres. Today, I think he has played a pretty solid game. A bit unlucky in front of goal, but creating many chances. And also, little by little, I think we are seeing again the best version of Ferran Torres that, of course, Barça will need to win titles this season.
I think that Ferran could have easily scored today. Ferran could have easily scored. I think he had a good performance. I don't think he's pleased that he's been taken off, but that's what happens. I mean, you feel like you're playing well, and no one's ever happy to go to the bench. Right, Ansu Fati comes in. Round of applause for Ansu. Round of applause for Ansu, please, because well, for Ferran and for Ansu, because I think. They both deserve it. They both deserve it. Let's see if Ansu can score.
Yeah, and especially for Ferran, because I was seeing some hate in the first half to Ferran because he didn't score, but I think it was the player that best read Almeria's defense with all the English? All the movements around the defense. I think it was a really good game of Ferran.
I thought it was a good game as well. Good game for Ferran Torres. He continues to grow in this season. Now, Pedri out wide. Jordi Alba. Alba can try and put it across inside.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, no! Frenkie! Vamos, Frenkie de Jong! Vamos! Woo! Vamos, Frenkie! Vamos! Frenkie de Jong makes it 2-0 for Barca. The cross comes in by Jordi Alba, no offside by Ansu, who tries to put it past Fernando. Fernando saves, and Frenkie blasts it in to make it 2-0, Bruno.
Yes, second goal for Frenkie de Jong in this league, being there in a good position after the great cross from Jordi Alba, who is enjoying an outstanding performance. Ansu Fati always creating danger, and there we saw him with these stats, and great, the Dutchman. Frenkie de Jong scoring from the back. The goal is confirmed once again, no offside. And Barca 2-0 up right now, yes, improving the gap, and little by little, close to end the Saturday football action as top of the table.
Now it's Piqué's moment, right?
Yeah, now it's Piqué's moment.
Yeah,
exactly,
this is the time.
So the third goal needs to have his signature on it.
Play him as a striker, do whatever you need to do.
And you see the immediate impact. Ansu comes on, and just 1 minute later, he gets himself into a position to score. Doesn't, because Fernando puts in a great save, but ultimately it's a great opportunity, and he's in the position to score.
Yeah, of course. It was like immediately. It was the first ball Ansu touches. I think when he enters, like he's always there, like in the right position, and the defenders also went with him, and also Frenkie today is doing an amazing job with other things, and I think he deserved that goal. That was like an amazing goal from the center position in the box.
And Frenkie de Jong, who continues to grow the season, he's earned himself a spot in the starting lineup. Fill the live chat with hearts for Frenkie de Jong, guys. Hearts for Frenkie de Jong, who has scored Barca's second goal. Careful here, the opportunity. Hearts for Frenkie de Jong.
And I read out there like King Kong de Jong. I like that comment.
I like it, but only because it rhymes really truthfully. He's not a big bulky player, is he? But yeah, hearts for Frenkie de Jong, please. And Barca 2-0 up, and now things seem to be going more in our favour. Here goes Frenkie de Jong again. The drive across by Jordi Alba, he's being chased by Ansu. Right.
You were talking about mosquitoes, and I think a mosquito just right.
I don't
know. No way. Stop it. Get out of here. Stop it.
I swear. Look.
Stop it.
Right, Barca in possession. We have mosquitoes in the studio. Okay. This is great. Fantastic. Pedri inside. Lewandowski on the edge of the box. Can he shoot? Lewandowski tries to give it back to Pedri. What a pass! What a pass! Pedri cuts back. Pedri. Through to Frankie de Jong. Ansu. The shot by Ansu. Save. Jordi Alba. Another cross. Lewandowski the header. What a chance! And Pedri once again. I mean, Pedri needs to go for it with these
Yeah, but
shots.
I think here he did it really well because there were two defenders on him and he takes the count to just go over those and find De Jong.
I think Frankie might have even been offside.
It was close. I was going to say, it looked like everybody was pretty close to being onside.
And again,
Close.
another save of Pacheco.
Yeah.
It's been amazing today.
I mean, another great save there by the keeper.
I don't know, you had the stats there, right? But because I read in the first half, it was 6 saves by Pacheco.
Right, Bruno,
Must
there's
be
a
around.
player injured, Rodrigo Eli.
Yes, let's see. Rodrigo Eli is down right now. The doctors from Almeria coming on to attend him, and also there is movement in Almeria's bench. So probably the same Eli or other players are going to be replaced right now. Rubi is going to try to introduce some changes to react after this second goal for Barca.
Right, okay, there's a player down, so Spence, we're going to do a round of comments, right?
6 saves is the number.
6.
Yeah, you had it.
Go for it.
All right, let's start with Chukwuma Njoku, who's from Nigeria, who says we don't mess with mosquitoes. Yes, round of applause, yes. Grassi, Lewandowski song, please. He hasn't scored yet, though, today.
Dovski, El Marcaria dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale al ballone che lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski.
All right, you happy? I'll dance, monkey. All right, Wix 2 says, no pites el final árbitro que se nos va Piqué. So don't blow the final whistle until Piqué
No,
comes
he
off.
says don't blow the
whistle?
Because Piqué
don't blow
is
the final whistle
going.
because otherwise Piqué's leaving.
Well, okay, fair enough. Jeff. It's Jeff. Jeff says that purple lettuce is called radicchio, Farmer Spence. Thank you. Gene Star, mosquitoes are attracted to gold. And Bisleto, wow, 92,000 fans lucky. I wish I was there. Yeah.
Right, Spence, substitutions for Barca. Not Spence, Bruno.
Yes, let's see, because Gavi has come on for Sergio Busquets, and now Rafinha coming on for Ousmane Dembele. Good news because Busquets will be available for this game against Osasuna, as he hasn't been booked, and also changes for Almeria right now with Huaraz coming on, and also Puigmal. So 2 substitutions for Almeria. Eli is one of the players who is replaced, and the other one, Lucas Robertone.
Okay, thank you, Bruno. Round of applause for those who have just left the pitch, for Sergio Busquets and Ousmane Dembele, and for Rafinha and Gavi, who've just come on. Right, Spence, another round of comments.
All right, so we've got, this was the image that was on the center of the pitch before the game. They in the center circle, it said Sempre and the 3 instead of an E. So let's go over some PK memories, all right? So Carolina says, my first memory has been watching El Clasico at sailing camp. I was amazed by Barca's high back line and the cooperation of Piqué and Puyol. I want to know more about sailing camp, to be honest. Karishma says, whenever I think of Piqué, I think of the 2010-2011 Manita, because it was a few days after I had turned 11. I was supposed to be studying for primary school exams, but I watched it anyway.
Primary school exams are easy anyway.
We understand. Temp14, I remember when Barca won a trophy and Gerard would cut a piece of the net, as we discussed earlier, which we're going to do when Barca win LaLiga this year, or the Copa del Rey or something. Mundo Hamster 124. Gracias Piqué per defensar aquests colors et recordarem com la leyenda que ets I la que seràs visca Barça I visca Catalunya. I'm working on the Catalan. I'm sorry.
I can see.
I'm getting there. And then it's also Mundo Hamster.
It's the same
It's
one,
the
I think.
same one.
It's the same one, no?
Yeah,
okay.
Laia wanted you to read it again.
Oh, yes. Thank you, BK, for defending our colors and
Ansu inside the box. I think he's offside.
See?
Ansu puts it in the back of the net. He's offside. Spence.
Okay. And remembering a legend in the club, always Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya. Adán, Piqué, te vamos a extrañar aún con tus errores, eres humano. La familia culé te va a extrañar mucho. Carlton, one of my best memories for Piqué, the last season when Piqué scored the first goal for Barça last season. It was the Napoli goal, right? I think is what Carlton is referring to. And then Wicks, again, just saying gracias, Piqué, because all of your years of excellent defense and personality and attitude and everything.
I'm just trying.
He didn't like your Catalan.
Well, yeah, the Catalan reading was a little bit, but you're improving.
And he's trying, that is the most important thing.
Exactly, trying is the most important thing, to be honest. No. Definitely. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
You know what I want to try is to get a final score prediction right.
What did you go for?
3-1.
I think I'm closer.
I don't see the one, Spence.
Me neither.
You, Irati,
I got
went
the 3-0.
3-0. I mean, if Piqué scores the third, be great.
When Laia asked me for my score prediction, though, I said 3-0 and then I changed it.
Why? Always go with the first instinct. I
Yeah.
keep telling you guys. Ansu trying to feed it into the middle, trying to connect with Lewandowski. Ooh, the foul by Frenkie de Jong now.
And it would be crazy because the 2 times that I have guessed the score right, it was a 3-0, I said.
Today you didn't have it right, the same one with Bruno, right?
No.
Or did you?
He
What did
said
Bruno have? What did you
4-0,
have,
I
Bruno?
think, right?
4-0.
Okay.
I still have 20 minutes, but I don't know if we can arrive to the 4 goals. By the way, we have Andreas Christensen warming up at the Spotify Camp Nou after his
we know what's
injury
gonna happen.
in the international break. He can be back today, and of course, we all can assume which centre-back can be taken off for Barça if Andreas comes on.
Yeah, I think we all know what's going to happen when Christensen comes on. I might cry. Rafinha wins it back for Barça. 20 minutes remaining, guys. We're 2-0 up at the moment. With this result, we are top of the table, pending Real Madrid's game on Monday against Rayo.
And Rayo this season is being the Mata Gigantes, as we say here in Spain.
Yeah.
He has
With same translation, giant killers.
Giant killers. So it's really tough game for Real Madrid.
Yeah. We'll see what happens on Monday. Let's finish this one off. I hope it would be just like an ideal script if Gerard Piqué scores, right?
Yeah.
By the way, we saw an image in one of the replays of Ferran Torres punching his seat on the bench because he was frustrated because he got replaced. Yeah, I mean, you understand it. He thought he was having a good game. He probably thought he didn't deserve to go off, and he didn't. But it's tough when you make the substitutions. You probably wanted to score as well.
And I think more in that position because with Ansu, Ferran, Dembélé and Rafinha happens. If you want to switch one of them, you have to take one of them to the bench because there's only one Robert Lewandowski, and
it's
really
when you've
hard.
got like now with Memphis out, you've got 5 forwards of that caliber. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time because obviously they are all quality players. They could all start, but you can't give the 90 minutes to all of them, and some frustration is going to boil when they feel like they're not playing enough.
I mean, it's normal, but that also makes them grow quality because they see, I want to play more than this one or than the other one.
Careful, Ansu again! And this time his shot saved by Fernando, and he was offside again. The cross by Rafinha was great, though. Ansu, you can feel Bruno wants to score.
He's a player that always is there involved in all the attacking moves for Barça. When he's on the field, there is always danger. We love Ansu Fati. Let's see if he can score today a goal to continue winning confidence. He has never scored in that goal where he's attacking now for Barça. So let's see if he can end also with this aspect and curiosity that he has just scored in the right goal from the Spotify Camp Nou, never in the left side from the TV image.
And I was going to say, Bruno, Ansu, we can see in the formation now, it kind of starts from the left, but where he's most comfortable, you can see, is when he can get into the middle and make those runs into the box.
Absolutely. As a number 9, he showed also seasons ago that it's a position where he loves to play. He's a natural goal scorer, and natural goal scorers likes to be approaching to the box and in the middle, of course.
What he seems to be showing in this game and the last couple of games too specifically is that burst.
Yeah.
That maybe he didn't have the first couple of months of the season or the last few months of last season when he came back from injury. And all of a sudden, it's like he hits the turbo button for a second, and he does have that extra burst with and without the ball.
I think it might not even be fully back, but you can start to see it.
Yeah.
You can start to see it. And I think like we always have to look at the big picture with Ansu Fati, with everything that he went through. The important thing for him is not right now. The important thing for him is maybe even next season. Just build up, continue to grow. He's still very young. Careful, Lewandowski inside the box. Lewandowski cuts back. He's on the right. Tries and set up a teammate. Tries to put a cross in. Ansu heads it out. Finds Rafinha. Rafinha on the edge of the box. Rafinha shoots, shot blocked. But yeah, with Ansu, I think it's about preserving him, it's about giving him playing time, it's about allowing him to grow and get back to 100%. I still think he might not be at 100%.
No, 100
we need
is
him
hard
to
to
be
get
a special self when he turns 21, when he turns 22, when he turns 23. And that means maybe being a little bit conservative right now, which is what Xavi's doing.
Yeah, but I think for him it's also really hard because, I mean, you're 20 years old, you remember what you were, and you see that you have to go slowly, and also because there's a World Cup coming in 2 weeks. So I think that maybe it's the part that frustrates Ansu the most.
But at the same time, he, as you just said, he has so much time to get this right. And look, he's 20 years old. I mean, the idea is, in an ideal world for the next 5 to 10 years, whatever it is, that he's one of Barca's brightest stars. He continues to build muscle mass. He continues to work on his craft and to get smarter about the game. He's doing that while sitting on the bench too.
Here is Rafinha on the right, Ansu in the middle. Ansu going to try and turn, try and shoot, trying to connect with Lewandowski in the end. Ball poked away. Balde picks it up. Rafinha could cross. Rafinha with the cross inside. Rafinha was offside. Okay. We just saw a shot of Gerard Piqué, and you can see that he's starting to feel it. That it's his final minutes. It's 77th minute. Bruno Christensen's warming up, and that moment is approaching.
Yes, absolutely. Christensen is ending his warm-up, probably to play the last 10 minutes. So this will mean that Piqué still has 3 minutes or a little bit more. Who knows? But yeah, we expect probably to see Christensen. Careful.
Lewandowski with the shot. Lewandowski from really far out, but he saw the keeper off his line, tried to put it over him.
The one who's prepared in the sideline is Portillo for Almeria to be the final substitution, and yeah, we will have to see when Christensen comes on, and it will be right now. He's called by Xavi and Oscar Hernandez, so we are really close to experience this moment, the goodbye of Gerard Piqué.
Bruno, how likely do you think it is that Christensen comes on for Lewandowski instead of Piqué, and then Piqué goes to play as a striker?
I'm sorry, Robert, but I don't give any single chance to this situation. Robertone now coming off for Portillo, and Andreas Christensen getting changed. And in the 35th minute, probably, in a couple of minutes, we will see Piqué leaving the field.
And I think Andreas Christensen is going to remember this moment for the rest of his life, like entering in the day a legend retires.
Yeah. I mean, it's just such a shame, because now you start to think, we're not going to see him anymore at Spotify Camp Nou. Oh, of course, say goodbye to Stegen. It's still 2-0. I mean, Barca would do well to score a third goal, just go into the final minutes without giving Almeria a single chance of getting close. If Almeria scored now, then we're in for a tight end of the game. Right, Almeria trying to make a run forward. 2-0, goal scored by Dembélé and Frenkie de Jong. Careful here, the run down the right-hand side. Largi Ramazani with the shot to Stegen's going to run out of his box to try and clear this.
No.
Allow it to go out for a throw-in. Good little hezzy there by Mark to Stegen. Christensen getting ready to come on, presumably, for Gerard Piqué. I want a corner kick. I want one last corner kick. See if he can
Or
have
a
a chance
penalty.
to score.
Or a
penalty.
Or
Would he? Yeah. Now he would take it, right?
I would think so. He would have buried it in the first
Curious
half.
little
no?
stat. How many seasons do you think, Irati and Spence, that Gerard Piqué has not scored in as a Barca player? Being a
None?
defender.
None?
I would say, well, scored in all competitions.
In a single, yeah.
Because last year his goal was in the Champions League.
And
or in the,
Europa
I mean, in the
Well,
Europa
he
League.
scored in the Champions League and Europa League, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say he has scored in all of maybe if he missed it was the first one.
Yeah, maybe he missed one.
No.
Or none. Didn't miss
This
him.
would be the first. This would be the first season in which Gerard Piqué hasn't scored a
Let
single
him
goal.
a corner, please.
So, I mean, I think we owe it to him to try and, I mean, just blow the referee, the whistle referee inside the box, give us a penalty or something so that Gerard Piqué will take it and score.
And isn't it like all these cycles of life? Like Puyol also retired against Almeria. The last game of Puyol was
I
against
didn't realize
Almeria and Spotify in Camp Nou. Like I think that's also crazy about how life just turns in these situations.
Bruno, the fans chanting Piqué.
Yes, Piqué Bauer. He's receiving an ovation every single time he's touching the ball right now. Christensen is ready in the sideline, and once the ball will go out or there's an interruption in the game, Piqué will end his career at the Spotify Camp Nou as a Barca player.
Well, if the ball goes out now, I want it to be for a corner kick and give him one final chance. Barca moving the ball around. It's almost like his teammates don't want the ball to go out here. Marcos Alonso, long pass to Jordi Alba. Alba decides not to cross and passes back to Pedri. Pedri, the switch over to Alejandro Balde. Balde inside, Lewandowski holds on to the ball on the edge of the box. Lewandowski trying to connect with someone. Lewandowski is going to pass to Rafinha. The ball gets away from him, but Balde picks it up. Come on, guys, force a corner kick. Give Piqué one last chance to try and score.
Send
I
him
think
forward.
they don't want.
They don't want the ball to go out.
No.
Gavi inside, Rafinha, Lewandowski to Frenkie de Jong, the pass back inside, the clearance by the Almeria defense, Balde with the shot, oh, the save by Fernando, powerful shot by Balde. Oof, good chance there for Balde, keeper could just like cleared it and given Almeria a corner kick. Oh, Barca a corner kick, sorry. There's Almeria trying to attack. Ramazzani trying to connect inside the box. A shot blocked by Piqué and Balde.
And now it's a moment.
And now will be
a
the
foul in favor for Barca. And guys, let's see if we can hear the Camp Nou.
Yeah, let's do it. Show Camp Nou. Gerard Piqué. We can show it, guys. What's on the screen? Put it full screen. A moment. There we go. Camp Nou on its feet right now to say farewell to Gerard Piqué. 15th season this one as a Blaugrana, 616 games. Last hug with Robert Lewandowski, tears in his eyes. And Piqué heads to the bench in the 84th minute in his final game as a Blaugrana. moment there for Gerard Piqué. And the fans, Bruno, the fans start to sing just so that Piqué can bounce, right, now that he's off the pitch.
Yes, he can bounce. Madridista Kinovoti, Madrid fan, the one who doesn't jump. So yes, well, a special moment, but Piqué, I don't think he's still conscious of what the fans are singing. He's really emotional. And mixed feelings, honestly, here at the Spotify Camp Nou, because we are like all a little bit down at the same time. Like you feel proud, a little bit down to see Piqué retiring. Let's see after the final whistle, it's going to be, I think, really emotional. But yeah, mixed feelings. And during the whole game, I'm seeing the people like, really emotional, but not feeling probably all the way they want to thank Piqué, because they are a little bit shocked, I think, like all of us here.
Yeah, we're all kind of shocked. Piqué's gone into the stands to hug his teammates who are injured. I want the live chat to be full of Blaugrana hearts right now for Gerard Piqué, for probably the best centre-back in Barca's history. It's between him and Carlos Puyol. Just an outstanding career for Gerard Piqué. I mean, I want the most hearts you've ever sent on the live chat. Keep them coming, guys, because Gerard Piqué deserves it for a wonderful career. And don't forget, right after the game, don't leave, because we'll be showing you the all the action at Spotify Camp Nou. All that tribute to Gerard Piqué. Don't leave after the game. Stay with us, because tribute to Gerard Piqué that is going to happen at Spotify Camp Nou. We'll stay on YouTube, we'll stay on Facebook, we'll stay on Barça TV Plus, showing you the live action. Ansu Fati making a run inside. I love those hearts on the live chat. Keep them coming. If you've already sent them, send them again. Gerard Piqué deserves it for a wonderful career.
That moment is like when you see he's almost on tears, and you realize like it's true, he's retiring, we are not going to see him anymore. Like it was a really tough moment.
It's tough. It's tough. You saw the picture that went round on Twitter on Thursday, in which it was all black and white, and the only player in colour is Sergio Busquets from that 2011 final in Manchester. And obviously, it's the rule of life. It's players aging and having to leave.
You have to move on, and it's part of it. You have to embrace change when it comes. Obviously, there was a big change last year too. Although Messi didn't retire, but it's a part of moving on. And there's going to be, whenever the moment comes, another one. We talk about that last player who was colored in the black and white photo, because at some point, and I just saw Piqué and Busquets speaking with one another, it's almost like Busquets thinking, at some point, I'm going to have my moment too.
Barca looking for a third goal. Rafinha with the outlet pass to Lewandowski. More hearts, guys. Full of love for Gerard Piqué. I'm going to go on the live chat and type in some myself as well. Look, now's a good moment to do it, because an offside is called against Almeria. I'm going to flood the live chat with hearts here, guys.
From that picture you were talking, like for me it was really hard, because it was like one of my first Barças, like my first Barça was the one in that final in Paris, that was more or less the same team, and seeing that, like you see, like the players are no longer there, and that also means you're getting older, and that you have experienced many glorious days, and you realize that, okay, maybe it's not now the best moment of the history, but we have experienced those up and downs before.
You make me feel old, because my first Barca is back in 1994. Let's see if my hearts appear on the screen there. I sent a few in. Ansu, Lewandowski, back to Ansu. Ansu inside the box. Ansu with the cross. Can someone get to it? Gavi back to Lewandowski. Lewandowski trying to control the ball, and he's called for a foul. I didn't see my hearts there on the live chat. Going to do it again.
I don't find the blue one.
Fantastic show of appreciation there to Gerard Piqué. And a Spotify Camp Nou, Bruno, that today responded to the call with the best attendance of the season.
Absolutely, and look at that image there on the bench with Xavi, Busquets and Piqué, the three of them in the same shirt, in the same image. Well, they shared lovely and historic moments of Barça in the field right now. One is managing the team, the other one is retiring, and Busquets is the only one who still there in the squad as the captain and of course an important player. Let's see the stoppage time because of course it's going to be long as the moment of the substitution of Piqué, they're having a couple of minutes of interruption, so let's see, but 5 minutes for sure are going to be added, if not more.
Yeah, I'd say so.
5, yeah.
5 minutes of extra football. Let's see if there's another goal, which would mean that Irati would get her prediction right.
Somebody had 2-0.
None of us. Somebody
But I think on this.
Maybe Diego?
Yeah.
Diego had it 2-0. Oh, Jordi from audio and Jordi Sanglas as well. Jordi Alba might be offside here. Yeah, he is. Final minutes of the game.
Final couple of stats for Piqué in his last game. 10 duels, he won 8 of them. He had a 94% pass accuracy today, which is typical for Barça defenders because they're filtering it along the back. 2 tackles, 3 clearances, which is a team best.
Incredible, he's also a fantastic defender. And guys, Barça just minutes away from keeping another clean sheet in La Liga 11 in 13 games. This is absolutely unbelievable. Incredible numbers in defense.
With Ter Stegen making a big save against Largi Ramazani in the first half when things were still 0-0. That one-on-one after a bad Frenkie de Jong pass. Almeria there with the opportunity to go up 1-0, but Ter Stegen was there to deny him on the one-on-one. Staying strong and keeping yet another clean sheet. Here is Pedri, the cross inside. Who can pick it up? No one. Cleared away by the Almeria defense. And Barça continuing to control the ball. Throw in, and Bruno, of course, as we've said several times already, but let's remind the fans, this win puts us top of the table until Monday at least.
Yes, top of the table, 2 points now up Real Madrid, and the pressure is now for them. Of course, after they draw against Girona, we can assume that, yeah, they will take the 3 points in Vallecas, but it's not an easy ground, it's not an easy stadium. Well, let's see how it goes, but Barça doing their homework before the World Cup. First victory is here, then in Pamplona it's going to be tough.
It's Ansu,
Is
still
it-
looking to score.
Was it? Hold on.
Ball inside the box, Jordi Alba.
What was it? Vallecas or Getafe? I couldn't remember. Where you can't get tickets until the day of the game.
I don't know.
Probably
that.
Vallecas.
Vallecas, because
Probably Vallecas.
there's
yeah.
no many people going to get that much, like in general.
I thought.
So-
Well, I remember. I think it was Bruno who said something last year about it because it's right there, so it's very close to Madrid. So you would wonder.
Well, it's a neighborhood of Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's a particular club, I will say, and a stadium for sure. They are really special, and yeah, it's for example one of the clubs where they're still queuing to get tickets when there are big games like the one against Real Madrid. You have to queue in the street and not in virtual queues like we are now used to. So yeah, I mean it's a special ground and a special club.
It's the club of the people. Here is Ansu, who had a couple of good chances to score. Denied by.
Don't leave anyone. Remember,
Yeah.
we're gonna show all the tributes to Piqué right now in 2 minutes.
Okay, when the game ends, when the referee blows the final whistle, stay with us, please, because, well, I mean, if you want to, but we're going to show you everything that goes on at Spotify Camp Nou, the tribute to Gerard Piqué in his last game ever at Camp Nou. The little nutmeg by Jordi Alba. Gavi tries to put the cross inside. Couldn't find a suitor to connect with it.
I think this goodbye is really special because I mean we have said goodbye to the best Barça of history in the last years, but you feel like okay, now it's really done. Like it's Jordi Alba Busquets only remaining for that big Barça on the field, and the end is really close. And I think that also makes it really special.
It's a special moment, definitely. One that we couldn't have predicted last Saturday.
No.
If someone had told us we'd be doing this today, we were like, what? What happened?
I mean, I'm surprised.
Frenkie de Jong driving forward is an opportunity for Rafinha. Rafinha with the long pass to Lewandowski's going to have to chase it, but he can get to it. Lewandowski comes to a halt. Let's see. Has to drive out of the box. He was offside anyway.
I think it was offside from, was it Jordi Alba who made the run through the middle? Sorry, whoever got
Rafinha.
it before Lewandowski.
A conversation between Busquets and Pablo Torre on the bench. lots of wisdom that can be imparted there. Player who we have high hopes for. Now, Barça recovered the ball one last time, 15 seconds remaining. Oh, Ansu dispossessed, Ansu fouled. And the game, I feel, is going to end here with another important win for Barça. Spotify Camp Nou, still undefeated in LaLiga. Spotify Camp Nou.
Clinical win today.
I think we went into halftime 0-0. Could have gone in easily 1 or 2-0. Barça end up winning this game 2-0 at the Spotify Camp Nou. The goal scored by Ousmane Dembélé and Frenkie de Jong. The game is over, but the action at Spotify Camp Nou is not over. Stay with us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Barça TV Plus, because we'll be showing you the tribute to Gerard Piqué in his last game today at Spotify Camp Nou. The team managed to pull off the win, managed to gain 3 points in a very serious performance against Almeria. Yet another clean sheet for Marc-Andre ter Stegen, 11 in 13. Barça, top of the table, guys.
Yeah, like in those moments that it felt like everything was falling apart, like this is the end of the world and everything, we keep saying that there is still a Liga, there is still hope for many other trophies, and this is the title Barça has to fight until the end, because it's just given to the best, to regularity, and Madrid has a tough game on Monday, so.
There's a very clear two-team race. I'm looking at that table right now, and I'm excited by the fact that Barça keeps putting the pressure on Madrid. Every week they're putting the pressure on, before they played El Clasico and even afterwards. And now some of the images are a little bit happier now. At least he's smiling.
We've got the hugs, we've got the smiles, we've got everything at Spotify Camp Nou. We're going to be showing you in just a second when La Liga allows us to, essentially, when the La Liga considers the event to be over, or the game to be over. We'll be able to show you what is going on at the Spotify Camp Nou in this, last celebration of Gerard Piqué's career. There's going to be a press conference during the week, more than likely, in which we'll be able to hear from Piqué himself. And President Laporta said that, look, we're going to try and do something this Saturday, maybe at the end of the season, try and do something else, a bigger event for Gerard Piqué in his retirement. He said that he had said many times, I'm not going to play for another club that's not Football Club Barcelona, and I'm going to do that. That means Piqué's retiring. Piqué's retiring. He did it with a win. You can see him all emotional there, enjoying the moment. The Barca players are in the center circle right now, and there's going to be a video shown at Spotify Camp Nou. Piqué's probably going to do the rounds and go round to receive the warmth and the applause of Spotify Camp Nou. And there we are at the stadium. This special moment for our centre-back, for Gerard Piqué, with his teammates launching him up in the air there.
Doesn't seem easy to do that to Gerard Piqué.
No, he's probably one of the heavier players in the squad. And Bruno, everyone has stayed, obviously, and all have come now on their feet.
Yes, incredible to see all the stands full after the final whistle. Also, the Almeria players have been congratulating Gerard Piqué. The face of Xavi Hernandez is smiling. All the stadium now. Piqué Bauer as one of the best centre-backs, of course, of football history. Now Piqué applauding and having an eye to the box and to all his family. And let's see if he also makes now this round of honor to the whole stadium.
It looks like he's going to do it. It looks like he's going to do it. Like, just take his time, go around and thank the fans for all these years of support. And we thank Gerard Piqué for 15 years of incredible football.
Yeah, incredible football, of many titles, 15 years like painted in gold, I would say. And he's part of the history, not of Barça, but of the football.
Emotional times, Gerard Piqué saying goodbye and see you soon to the Barca fans. It's one of the things that he said in his video as well, and from that we can draw whichever conclusions we want. I think we all know what he means. He's not been shy about saying that one day he wants to run for Barca president, but that will be in the future. Right now, Piqué saying goodbye as a Barca player after 616 games. This his 15th season. He scored 52 goals for Barca. He's won 30 trophies. Amongst those, there are 3 Champions Leagues. There are also 8 LaLiga titles, 7 Copas del Rey, 6 Spanish Super Cups, 3 European Super Cups, 3 Club World Cups. He's won 423 games. He is the 5th player in Barca history with the most appearances, only behind Leo Messi, Xavi Hernandez, Sergio Busquets and Andrés Iniesta. Followed in 6th place by Carles Puyol, Gerard Piqué, going all the way around the stadium and saying goodbye to the fans. He chose to do it mid-season. He put the announcement out last Thursday, and right now, and the warmth, the applause of the fans. Emotional times at Spotify Camp Nou.
Yeah, because Piqué has been an incredible footballer, but not only that, he has been a leader inside and outside the pitch. He was appearing when the team needed, and it's also part of that generation that allowed Barca fans to just change the chip. Like when here, I remember, like I see it with my dad, like there were like a lot of negativity and everything. He's part of that generation that show everyone that everything could have made and everything was possible.
Bruno, Gerard Piqué making his way around Spotify Camp Nou. The fans singing the Piqué Piquenbauer song.
Yes, all the lights now with the mobile phones lighting this Camp Nou. He's now in front of all the group of supporters that they have there in Thomas saying gracias, Jerry, thank you, Jerry, Gerard. He's ending this round to the whole Spotify Camp Nou. And it will be the moment to see this video in the big screens here at the Spotify Camp Nou. We don't have, I think, it's not expected the fact that Piqué is going to have some words today.
Oh, really?
It would be a good idea, but it's not expected at least in the official schedule. But yeah, now Coldplay playing here at the Spotify Camp Nou and Piqué ending this round of honor at the stadium. All the lights of the mobile phones and, well, incredible images for Gerard Piqué, who now goes back with the rest of his teammates to share these final moments of his career at the Camp Nou.
Us convidem a situar-vos aquí al mig del camp per veure aquest...
There's going to be a video shown at Spotify Camp Nou on the big screens, celebrating the career of Gerard Piqué, a unique player, one who left no one indifferent. A player who grew up in La Masia, who went to Manchester United on loan on Zaragoza, and then came back and had one of the best careers one could ever hope for.
And great to see the Camp Nou reacting to this video with, of course, best moments of Gerard Piqué's career. That goal on the Bernabeu in the 6-2 has been really celebrated here in the stand. And Piqué getting really emotional, almost crying, seeing all these images after these 15 seasons at the club.
Just see the emotion there, and it does look like he's gonna talk. It looked like he was being mic'd up, right, Bruno?
Yes, they were placing him some headphones, so let's see if he gives some words to the whole Camp Nou, or it's just for the official television with the rights. Who knows? But yeah, they have gave him headphones, so probably I think he's gonna speak to the television, because he's trained to to place him headphones if he's gonna hold the microphone. But well, let's see.
We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. All the players
Yes, he's gonna speak.
He's gonna speak.
Bona nit a tothom, bona nit, culers. En primer lloc, i perquè si no després me'ls deixaré, els agraïments. Moltes gràcies a tots els meus companys, a tot l'estaf tècnic, a tots els fisioterapeutes, els doctors, a la gent del gimnàs, a la gent del material, a tots els que ens ajuden dia a dia a que les coses siguin més fàcils. Gràcies a la Junta per tots aquests anys també. A la vida, quan et fas gran, te n'adones que a vegades estimar és de deixar marxar. I una relació de tant amor, de tanta passió entre el Barça i jo. Crec que era el moment de deixar-nos un espai, de deixar-nos una mica d'aire i n'estic convençut que en un futur tornaré a estar aquí. Això no és un comiat, ja vaig marxar amb 17 anys perquè també en aquell moment creia que necessitàvem un espai i vaig tornar. I per acabar, dir-vos, ho sabeu molts de vosaltres, el meu avi em va fer soci el dia que vaig néixer. Vaig néixer aquí i moriré aquí. Visca el Barça, sempre.
Saying that he is a Blaugrana for life, that sometimes when you love something so much, the best thing is to give things some space. And that is what he has decided to do right now. The last farewell of Gerard Piqué. You can see an emotional Jordi Alba there. Piqué saying farewell to Spotify Camp Nou. It's not a goodbye, it's a see you soon, Gerard Piqué. We'll go through it on our post-game show on Barça TV Plus. We'll take a look at that again. We'll listen to Gerard Piqué again. We'll be looking at all the action of the game. We'll show you the highlights as well and the reactions coming from Spotify Camp Nou. Stick with us, we're going to Barça TV Plus. But before we do that, we'll show you the video that was shown on the screen of the stadium to say farewell to Gerard Piqué.
Més culer de tots, Gerard